Hello everyone, and welcome to Perilous Pursuits, as we proudly present The Black Hearts, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. Our Dungeon Master Ray leads our adventurers as they find themselves forced to serve one of Faerun's most vile and powerful mages, Zastam. With little knowledge of what lies ahead, they have been sent into the heart of the Dalelands on a mission of murder. So sit back, grab a good berry, and listen to our latest episode of The Black Hearts.
So I'll start by just kind of giving you guys a sort of general overview of Zastam and kind of what he's about. And it's not even like directly important to what's happening right now, but you guys have traveled together for a couple of weeks now. You were all summoned together for one big massive event with Zastam. And throughout the 2 weeks you've traveled together, you guys all over the years have learned various little tidbits about him, but you've all talked, you've all shared your notes and that, and everyone's aware that he's like one of the most powerful people in the entire world. He is comparable to every other massive name in the Forgotten Realms. He's one of the only evil characters that's like the upper echelon type guys, and he's like considered the same strength as like an Elminster or the Symbol or the Blackstaff, those kinds of guys. And he's the leader of a nation called Thay. And Thay is a mageocracy, and each school of magic is represented in the leadership of the Council of Thay. And he's the leader of necromancy, and he's really the actual true leader. But on paper, every school of magic is represented equally, but it's not even close. Zastam is the true leader of Thay, and he's also the leader of a lot of like dark extra national type entities as well. Like he's got his own plots that have nothing to do with Thay on top of his ability to control one of the biggest nations in the world. And you guys exist outside of all of that structure. Like he's got his own collection of apprentices, and they're like his official apprentices that work under him. He's got a whole collection of a nation of power behind him. You guys are specifically separate from that. He doesn't want people to know that you work for him. He wants you just to like kind of a low profile. You do your own thing. For some of you, you've been wearing these black hearts for like 2 decades, 3 decades, and quite often it could be a decade before he comes back to you again. But you're like little sleeper agents that exist throughout the world. And this is the first time you guys have all met each other. You all lived in different areas, wherever it was you decided you wanted your guys to live. And it's very odd for him to actually bring people together, because the whole point of it is to be anonymous, generally. So you guys are all thinking like, well, this is really weird. Like, why would he bring all of his little sleeper guys together? So that's a big excitement as you start your journey.
We all know about him, though, and that he's controlling us.
Every one of you is aware that everyone else has met Zastam one time. He's only ever talked to you directly once. Some of you have met him twice, just based on the way your backstories were written, but he doesn't come to you often. He comes to you one time to hand you this amulet personally, selecting you, and not, for most of you, not telling you what this amulet means, but each of you were willing to put the amulet on, and once it's been worn, it's completely unremovable. Like, this is artifact level stuff. There are a couple of guys in the group that have magical talents. They've done the research that they've been able to do for 20 years to try and figure out if this thing is removable so they could free themselves from this. It's not possible. The magic is beyond anything anyone you've ever talked to has been able to remove. And a couple of you guys know each other from prior to this, so 2 of you came together because that's the way you guys wanted to write your backstory. The rest of you, the 3 of you guys, have never met those 2 before. And 2 weeks ago, you came together. You were all summoned to come together. Sometimes when Zastam demands something of you through these amulets, he speaks sort of empathically, just kind of forcing your will to go a certain direction. And other times he speaks to you actually in a more of a message or ascending type spell, where he actually lays out verbally what he wants for you to do. And throughout the years, you've been told, go over to this, this nearby town and kill this guy, or go over to this thing, over to this palace here and steal this artifact that I need, or whatever little things he decides he wants you to do. But to start this mission, you were just all told to go to a place in Sembia, which is a nation just to the south of you. And you gather together in Sembia. And what's quite interesting is as you do these missions for Tam, you vaguely remember that they've been done, but you can tell that he's clearly controlling your minds as well. He doesn't want any loose ends, and that includes your memories of what you've done. So you guys all collectively remember that you were in Sembia. You've just traveled a couple of weeks up the road from there, and when you were there, you've committed a couple of murders. And it's hard to even remember what town you were in, who you killed. If you think about it really strongly, you remember that maybe there was a half-orc and a human or something like that, but you don't know anything really about them other than you did what he told you to and you killed them and you left. And you've traveled up this Rothavir's road through Battledale, across the Black Feather Bridge, and you've been just enjoying these nice fall days, and you're approaching the village of Parnast, which is the village you see in front of you on your maps here. And it's in the center of Battledale. To the north is the Cormanthor Forest, a great big elven forest that is like legendary. It's where the great heart of the elves used to be. They're still there, but the great elven empire has died off in over the course of hundreds of years. The year is 1374, Dale Reckoning, which is in the middle of the 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons lore stuff. And it is today the 13th of Marpanoth, which is essentially September. And on top of that, one other thing I just want to mention to everybody is there's one small rule change I'm going to make to start this campaign. I will allow anyone who is proficient in Arcana to roll an Arcana check to identify a spell being cast. And I want to do that for sort of a throwback to 3rd edition, because in 3rd edition they had a thing called Spellcraft, which was essentially the same thing. And I'm adding that in as a measure to control counterspell a little bit, which is not going to be a huge thing. But what you have to do is you have to roll an Arcana check, which is just 10 plus the spell level. It's going to make Arcana more important, because right now Intelligence is the least important stat in the game, in my opinion.
If you have this spell in your spell book, do you still need to roll the Arcana?
I'll say if you have that exact spell, then I'll tell you what it is. And then also, you'll have to succeed at this Arcana check, which I'll call it Spellcraft, but we'll just call it Arcana check, for you to be allowed to counterspell something.
How about Identify as well?
Identify is just this regular rules. You need the spell. You have to have the spell to be able to attune to an item. You can't do an Arcana check to identify anything.
Okay. I can still not move my guy.
All right.
That's because I put you in concrete boots.
Yeah, he killed you before. I told you that, right?
That would explain it.
Was this
I'm
in
just deleting
Faerun?
you,
Sorry,
guy.
I missed. I don't know if I missed. Is this in Faerun?
Yes.
Okay.
Faerun. You're in central northern Faerun.
Okay.
Thay, the kingdom that Tam controls, is to the east of you. The Sword Coast is far to the west. And the Dale Lands are sort of the Shire of Faerun. It's a happy-go-lucky place, controlled by good people. In general, if you're going to live somewhere, it's a good place to live.
But we're miserable here.
Well, that's your choice. So the thing with Zastam and the way that he's treated you guys is, for very long periods of time, you haven't even talked to him. So you all know that at some point he's going to tell you got to do shit for him, which pisses you off. But also, it's not like daily he's grinding you in any sense. So for your characters, you could have whatever nuance you want of complete hatred at the name of him, all the way through to some of you really admire him or maybe worship him or whatever. Because for the course of, maybe 15 years between times when he's actually told you to do anything, you're able to settle down and just deal with it. So I want to leave that really open for everybody, like whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, right? I'm trying to find a new character for you.
Oh, bigger than everybody. That's cool.
Yeah, that's not going to last.
Big like us.
All right. Can you move that guy? I'm just going to go into the character sheets.
Nope.
Still no? Okay.
We're just gonna have to kick you out of the campaign, Mike.
Yeah, you're just.
I don't know. I'm just a troublemaker.
It says you can edit it. Are you logged into the right? You have 2 accounts.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? You logged into it on a different account last time.
Did I?
Try this. Is that guy moving?
Yeah, I got moved now.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
your other account was connected to that token.
Yeah, I was logged in on the other computer, and I can't remember what the account password and all that was. So I have this one memorized in my head, so I just typed that one in right away. So
Okay.
because I have 2 accounts for my kid, right?
They're both in your name though.
I don't know. He used one of my accounts, so I made another account because he was running his game. Pisses me off, but you know what kids are like.
No, I don't.
Is your wife married?
Yeah, she is to me.
Or not married, employed? Is she working? Sorry.
Is your wife married?
Yes.
Is your wife working?
She is employed. Yes.
Oh, so you're dinks.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Double income, no kid.
Yep, that's us.
Okay.
So, you've traveled 2 weeks since the last mission you were on. You're supposed to stay together. You all know collectively that you're a team now. You don't really understand exactly why, but that you've been told to come to the village of Parnast, and you're supposed to look for a guy called Wyrmir. And that's all the information that you have at this point. So, as you come into the town, you can see, I wrote out what every building is. You don't know exactly what all of them are off the hop, but it's really obvious, the stables being what they are, the tavern being what it is. You're here now to try and find this guy called Wyrmir. And also, before we start doing anything, if each of you wants to just give us a brief outline of what you would have told these companions of yours over the course of 2 weeks. So if you're really not willing to share anything, then you're just going to say what you look like or whatever. And if you're a really chatty guy, then you maybe want to share your whole backstory at this point. So it's up to everybody how they want to do it. And we'll start with Lowen.
My name is Lowen Derrigal. If you're a pinch in the dark, I'm the guy at your back that will shoot over your head, or under your head, or beside your head, but not your head. I can be your eyes in the black of a cave. I can be quiet if I need to. The only place you won't find me is at the front.
Perfect. That was awesome. And Voth.
I am Voth. You would all see a super pale, almost white skin, very white-haired changeling in front of you. If you know much about changelings, you know that we often take the forms of not our true selves, but since coming to know Zaztam, I have seen the light, and he directs me to be myself, and I have a new confidence that most changelings don't have, so I have no fear. I have no reason to put on fake faces as long as I'm following in Zaztam's direction. So in the past couple of weeks, I would have shared nearly my entire backstory of being raised as a changeling, being trained up as a paladin as I was taking the form of a human child, and following up and growing up in the church, eventually being let down and sort of skewed in any beliefs as my father was killed in a political strike as I was out fighting for the church, and it would be 2 weeks of me proclaiming the good news of Zaztam and what a privilege it is for us to be able to do his bidding and to do whatever it is that he wants us to do. Very blind follower, almost cultish attitude.
Tam loves it. Awesome. And Mako.
Yeah, Mako Toss, he's a Githyanki fighter. He is, both Githyanki are tall and slender, but this one, Mako Toss, he's a little more muscular than normal, but he has a large great sword. He's scowling most of the time, and him and his brother can be seen arguing quite a bit and even shoving matches and sometimes a fisticuffs. Mako is pretty emotionally unstable. You have to pull him out of some bar fights sometimes where someone bumps him or looks at him the wrong way. He just gets triggered, and he can go from just being quiet and reflective to full Kylo Ren on the console at any time. He just freaks out. So that's Mako. He's follows his brother around, Lycus.
Awesome. And then Lycus, I guess, will go next.
So Lycus looks exactly like Mako, except he's a lot thinner. A little bit, I don't know how tall Mako is, but I think he's a little bit smaller than Mako. But they are identical looking. They're twins. And Lycus is very calm-natured, very calculated thinking type of person. And he tends to give Mako orders, and Mako resents him for that. And that goes back to a past that I don't know. I don't think we would have discussed with you, you low-life non-Gith.
Yeah, Mako wouldn't consider them worthy of that information, at least yet.
Yeah.
Awesome. And lastly, Gildor the Grey.
So, just one question for Lycus. What do we know your abilities to be?
You know that I use a great sword, but I seem to cast spells as well through that great sword. I seem to be a caster, fighter type. I wear half plate and use a great sword.
Okay. Gildor.
But I also carry a spell book. So.
Gildor is a deep gnome. He stands about 3'6". He is gray and he has a bald head. He is 69 years of age.
Nice.
But he's a little brick of a gnome, and he practices subliminal. I can't say it. He has a strange faith that he lives by. And one other thing is, yes, Survivlin.
He's a Smurf nibbling.
Yeah, Smurf.
Smurf.
One other thing that you would notice if you traveled with him is he has a large tattoo. It's not that big, but it covers his whole back.
That's his tramp stamp.
It's something that you may recognize, you may not. I'm not sure how predominant this is, but it has something to do with his faith and the people he has thrown his lot in with. And I can send a picture to the chat.
Perfect.
So everyone can see it. But
awesome.
Yeah, he wields a couple of battle axes, and he also is proficient with a longbow.
It's twice your size.
Pretty much.
So Ray, do you know how Githyanki write? Like their writings go in a circle and they're kind of like Asian kind of script, and they kind of spiral into the center when they're writing something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have tattooed my spellbook to my body?
I'll have to look up the rules on how spellbooks work.
Yeah.
Put it on your back so you can't read it.
Yeah.
Stand in the mirror.
It's on Mako's back.
Back of his head. And
That would
shave
be funny.
his head all the time.
I would be in front of you in battle. Just read off my back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that image, I'll let anyone with Arcana roll a Arcana check if they want on that image. What that is.
Oh.
I'll roll. Oh.
I got a 9.
I'm actually proficient in
Mako
Arcana,
Tass
so
laughs
it'll
at
be
his brother as he rolls a 21.
Lowen rolled a.
Where's this image?
It's in the
Facebook
messenger chat.
Oh, in the messenger chat. Okay. I was looking on the Discord chat here.
What did Lowen get?
23.
Okay. Perfect.
I forgot I was proficient in Arcana.
Oh, I can't remember.
So Mako and Lowen would both recognize this symbol, and I think probably maybe others of you would have seen this symbol as well. This is the symbol of the Red Wizards of Thay, which are the rulers of Thay, and so Zastam is a member of that. And
okay.
And anyone wearing that symbol would be absolutely flayed alive if they were not also a member of that. So you can assume that he's probably a member of the Red Wizards. So the Red Wizards are one of the groups that Zastam is a part of. In fact, he's the leader of. But it's not everything that he's got his hands in everything. So you know that he wants to make the Red Wizards better, but not at the expense of his own personal gain as well. So that's one of the groups that you guys would be supporting.
So the Red Wizards are more of a tool to him then.
Yeah, it's probably maybe the main thing that people throughout the realms would identify him as a Red Wizard, because Red Wizards are prevalent throughout the entire realms. They are not necessarily evil as a group as a whole, because there's a lot of Red Wizards that wander about. They're just selling their magical wares and stuff. So there's a presence to them that exists throughout the realms a lot more than just the nation of Thay would, because you could find a Red Wizard on the opposite corner of the world. They always invoke fear because they literally wear red robes, and to have those robes is a great honor, and you don't mess with those guys, and everyone in the whole world knows it.
Is there only 8 of them?
Sorry?
There's 8 orbs. Is there only 8 wizards?
I couldn't hear what you said there.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now, yeah.
I asked if there's 8 orbs on that symbol. Does that mean there's 8 wizards?
No, they're red wizards. There's hundreds of them.
Oh,
They're
okay.
basically, if you're a wizard that was born in Thay or probably even near Thay, you're forced to be a part of this.
Okay.
So the whole population of wizards from Thay, I'm not sure the 8 might represent. Is there 8 schools of magic? I think there's 8 schools of magic, so I would assume those rings represent that, or the orbs represent that.
So who were we here to? What was the name of the fellow we were to track down here?
Wyrmir.
Wyrmir.
So as you walk into the village, just as you're looking around, you see the village has a few dozen houses and a small square in the middle with a well. There's buildings that include the taverns and stables and shrines. Seems like there's about 100 residents, and all these buildings here are all built with really big timbers, very sturdy, stoic place. And you know that this is a location that has a large garrison of troops because they patrol this Rothavir's road to protect the trade throughout the regions of the Dale Lands. And beyond that, you can see ahead of you there's a stable there, and off to your right there's a potion shop, and you're looking for a guy called Wyrmir.
To kill or to get?
You know that you need to meet with a man called Wyrmir.
Okay.
You got a Shire Baggins type thing.
Baggins.
Wyrmir. I think we're gonna look a little bit suspicious as a group. Maybe we should split into pairs. Meet back. What time of the day is it? What's that?
There's 5 of you.
Yeah. Split into pairs.
Okay, well, I
I
think
can do my best work on my own, anyways.
we could meet back at the tavern later with any information we gleaned. I don't know. Do we want to stick together or do we want to split up?
I'll go with Mako.
Seems a bit smart.
I'm going
to
with Lycus.
split up a bit.
I'll go off on
You do
my own.
see
I can go with Bob.
there are people milling about here, and people are looking at you, maybe giving you a bit of a weird look, but they don't look hostile to you in any way.
I'll just give him a glare.
What's the general populace here? Humans?
Yeah, there's a bit of everything. There's halflings, there's dwarves, there's mostly humans, probably like 60-70% humans.
And
There's
Mako
a fair
looks
bit
back
of
at
elves.
Mako looks back at Gildor and says, "My friends call me Mako. You can call me Mako Tas."
Gilda rolls his eyes.
Where do we go, brother?
Let's check out this building over here. What's this?
That's a house. You want to knock on the door?
I just want to know what kind of a building it is.
Anything that's not got a label on it is just a house.
Okay.
The people that live above ground live in these things.
Yes, thank you.
It's pathetic.
Well, how about we go check out that potion shop and you go look in the stables?
I'll go look in the
Sound good?
stables. I don't want to look at potions.
Fine.
Oh, you guys are a great team. Okay, so Gildor, Mako, and is Voth just on his own, or is he going with somebody?
Lowen will go with him.
Lowen-
Mako.
Lowen will go with him.
So everyone's going to the stable except for Voth?
I guess it's 3 and 2.
But Lowen is going as well, he says, right? As you come to the stable, you see two giant doors to the stable, and they're just sealed off and fully shuttered. But you can hear the sound around the corner of someone working away on the side of the building. There's an overhang to the roof there where the water jugs are over here.
Okay.
Mako's gonna rattle the doors, see if they open.
No, they're locked. They're closed.
Lycus is gonna go around the corner, see if there's a stable hand there.
Yeah, around the corner you see a human female woman who's working away. She looks like a strong, hardy woman who's just pounding away on some wheels, building wheels.
You there? What's your name?
Hello. My name is Gundolin.
I'm
Gundolin the
Lycus.
wheelwright.
Gundolin. Do you know where Wyrmir lives?
The name doesn't ring a bell, but I'm sure if you were to ask around the tavern, somebody would be able to help you.
So he's not a local.
Well, it's not a name that I know, no.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. And then, is Voth and Lowen going to the potion shop or no?
So this
Lowen
worm-
will be following Voth.
Mako will lean into Lycus and say, "Thank you."
This Wyrmir is not a local. Or if he is a local, he's going by another name and the locals do not recognize him.
At the village well, you see that there's two guards posted there. They're just sitting on a couple of chairs, and above them hangs a giant bell, which you would assume would be to use to alert the town of any attack.
Okay.
I'll go over.
I'll look over at Lowen and I'll be like, why don't you ask these guards about the man we're looking for?
Lowen will sigh a bit. Sure. Not much for talking, but that's fine. Excuse me, guards. We're looking
Oi.
for a person named Wyrmir.
Wyrmir. Wyrmir. I don't know a Wyrmir.
Never heard him, never seen him.
No, not to the best of my knowledge. What are you doing in this town?
Looking for Wyrmir.
You just wander into towns looking for a guy? What's he look like?
That's a great question. Don't know. Just know his name.
Well, I hope you don't plan on using those weapons against him.
These are just tools of the trade.
All right. Just, keep those weapons sheathed and we'll all be good friends. I can't help you, though. Sorry, I've never heard of this Wyrmir.
You know who might know is someone in this big fancy house.
And Mako's just tensed up, just listening to these guards.
Gildor goes and walks on the Lord's house.
I'm curious, yeah. What does it look like?
It's just a very grand-looking house. Like I said, every house here looks really, really well built. All built out of oak timber frame. But this house is bigger than the rest and grander. And there's a bell on the front porch there that you can ring.
This Wyrmir may be traveling to this town. Maybe we should check out the tavern.
All right.
Also, we could go to the general store. The person working there, most people that come to a town will stop at a general store to pick up goods that they need. He might have seen people traveling through.
Sounds good to me.
So we've been on the road for a while, though, right?
Yep, couple weeks.
Okay, let's hit the tavern and get a drink first. So,
All right. So, In front of the tavern hangs a giant yellow tankard over the rustic log building with a sign that says the Golden Tankard on it. Inside, the place is full of rustic wooden furniture with large oak beams running across a vaulted ceiling. As you walk in, all conversation stops and all eyes turn to you. And a tall, heavy-set man behind the bar steps himself forward and says, "What can I get for you, travelers?" The man is a giant, red dragonborn man. You've never seen a man this size before. Very friendly, pleasant-looking guy, but he looks like he could crush you like a walnut.
Meals and beers.
All right. Today's meal is sausage and stewed cabbage with a heavy black rye. That'll be a silver piece. Comes with a mead.
Mako's
How much
sizing
money
him up.
do we have?
You have whatever you started with.
I started with 1,000,000 gold.
You have what you start your character
Yeah,
with.
I got 10 gold.
But you all have really fancy looking armor on.
I didn't start with any money.
Okay.
Well,
I
did you
tossed
do
over
starting?
silver piece.
I did starting
Okay.
armor and money.
Yeah, you either roll your money to start your character, or you take the starting equipment, which gives you a bit of money.
Yeah. I kind of.
It
Didn't
gave me
do
10
either of
gold,
those.
so maybe you want that. Or...
I was assuming that we would have accumulated a certain amount of stuff being the level we're at, right?
You did. You got a magic armor for your level, and an amulet that changed your
Okay.
life.
Hey, do I get a magic armor? I didn't get a magic armor.
Everyone has +1 armor of their choice. It's written into the.
It's part of
Yeah,
the.
the stuff you're
It's
supposed
the
to read.
heart. That black heart turns into whatever
Yeah,
you
so
want
the-
it to be.
So the black heart, sort of a lot like what Spencer and I were talking about. It looks like a symbiote, like from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
When you put this armor on, it spreads. When you put this amulet on, it spreads across your body as an armor of
Okay.
your choice, up to half plate mail, or if you're a caster, you can just have a permanent in place mage armor, and it's +1 armor. So pick an armor type of your choice, and you're wearing that now, +1.
Okay.
And you all kind of match in a sense. Like you could have different tones if you choose that your guy wants to look a certain color or something. But you have these kind of veiny armor that runs across your bodies, all of you.
Yeah.
So if you don't have any money, sir, then you won't be eating here unless one of your friends.
Well, I'll
takes you there.
calculate out my money. Mako, pay the man.
It's 1 silver.
1 silver, yeah. 1 silver gets you a beer and sausage and cabbage.
Okay, I'll toss in the silver, or I'll take the beer, and Lycus can have the cabbage.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah,
That
you
just
all
doesn't
sit
drink
down.
much.
Everybody, as soon as you walk in, everybody looks at you really funny, but they just
I-
kind of evaluate what you say to the
I notice,
barkeep.
I say to the barkeep, I notice people are looking at us kind of oddly. You don't get many travelers here, or?
Not a lot of folk that look like you guys. You guys like from a traveling caravan or something. You're wearing matching clothing.
You could say that.
All right. Well, you're welcome to have a seat there. Enjoy your meal. Need anything, you let me know.
So I'm gonna suss out or kind of observe the people that are here, and can I kind of make out like a local dress and characteristics of the people here to pick out anybody that would not fit among the group?
Among your group or amongst
No,
them that
among
are
the
there?
people that are around here
Sure.
in the tavern.
Yeah, there's so what you see is there's a few guys sitting together, 3 guys sitting together in a chair. There's 10 guys total here. 3 guys are sitting together. They look like they're just dalesmen. They look like they're probably part of the guard maybe.
Mhm.
And you see at another table there's an elf and a dwarf sitting together hanging out. And at the last table there's 4 guys, and they're all wearing very brightly colored outfits. They look like they may be bards or troubadours or something. And they're all human.
But do they all look like they're locals, or do the bards kind of look
Well,
like?
you think maybe there'd be a decent chance that the bard type folk would be from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for people that look like they belong, there's the group of the 3 human.
No, I'm looking for the ones that don't seem to the ones that stick out from the group.
Yeah, so there's
the ones that
table
are
of
not
4
local.
people there.
Yeah.
Do you walk up to them?
Which one was what was the name of the gnome? Jason, what's Jason's character?
I'm
again?
Gildor.
Gildor. Go check out what those go check out those bards and see if they know anything.
Right. I walk over to the bards. So you guys just sit around, or you play music? Are you gonna play a song here, or you got a concert going on? What's going on?
You got some money to pay us to play for you? I don't just jump up off my chair and do what you tell me.
I'm just wondering, is there a concert gonna happen later, or?
Well, you missed it. The whole circus was in town yesterday.
Ah. Well, any chance you could play a little ditty and I flip him a silver?
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll go get our instruments. And he walks away. So you're talking to just a human male. He's got a French accent though. Clearly, his name is Jacques Laquette.
I couldn't quite hear the French accent.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I'm just telling you.
Not Jadot.
I'm just looking at the guy's name. His name is Jacques Laquette, so I'm assuming he's probably French. So he goes and he gets his instrument from the back room there, and he pulls out a lute and he starts playing his lute. Oh!
Inspiration for the DM.
And then the 3 that are with him are dancers, so they just start spinning in circles a bit. They do pirouettes and such.
I don't think those are our guys.
This is all you get for a silver.
That's fine.
All right, so you guys are enjoying your meal. It's pretty good. The sausages are particularly good today.
How's the cabbage?
Yeah, you know cabbage.
Ale is fantastic, Lycus.
The cabbage is red. Are you wanting to talk to anybody else in the tavern?
I want to talk to the bartender.
All right. Bartender's standing there behind the bar, smiling.
I tap my foot to the music and I kind of dance over to the bar and I ask the bartender, what's your name?
My name is Ragnar Redtooth.
Uh-huh.
Ah. I'm not French.
And Ragnar, it sounds like the bards were saying that we just missed a big festival or, a big party. What was that all?
Yeah, it was a good time. We quite enjoy our fall festivals here. Harvest was last week.
You must have made a lot of money.
Wow.
With all the extra people in town.
I guess I did okay. Why do you ask? I don't know who you from the hole in the ground. Why would I tell you how much money I made?
Just make conversation.
All right. Yeah. Well, I do okay once a year. Yeah.
You ever heard of ever seen a guy named by the name of Wyrmir?
There's that scummy Wyrmir guy there, a friend of Dazzle's.
Dazzle, can you point him out to me?
Dazzle's not in here right now. You could go to his house, just in behind the general store there. He's bad folk, though. I don't know if I'm not sure why you'd be asking around for him.
Well, our business is our own, but
All
we're
right.
interested in having a chat with him.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, there's a let me see here, little black house, little tiny one, just in behind the general shop. It's Dazzle's house. You'll find Wyrmir there, most likely.
Thank you, and I flip him a silver.
Excellent. I like that I don't have to keep track of money.
Mako's gonna order some cabbage and another beer. He'll give the beer to his brother.
All right,
He'll eat the cabbage.
and sausage and
Yeah,
heavy black rye.
all that.
Yeah, it's very good. You enjoy it. It's very hearty.
So
It's Shire food.
imagine the group has found a table somewhere and
Yep,
eating
you're
their
all sitting
food.
down there. Yep.
So I'll go back to the group and say, yeah, I talked to the bartender. I think I know where this friend of Wyrmir's is, Dazzle. But let's finish our food first, have another pint.
Yeah, you quite enjoy yourself. You're not seeing a lot of guys who are like glaring at you or anything. This is not a tough, rough and tumble kind of a bar. You're just having a good meal. Music only plays for 2 minutes. They do a little ditty, and that's good enough for them for their silver. So you finish your meal. You're ready to go.
Okay, let's go see Dazzle.
Okay. It's pretty straightforward that you're heading over to this house right here.
Yeah.
Do you walk up and knock on the door?
Well, all the information we know is just that we gotta talk to this guy. We don't know friend or foe or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't think it's you weren't told to kill him.
Is this
Right.
the house? Is this the house, Gildor?
Hey, that's the house.
Yeah, and Mako just bangs on the door with his fist.
Lowen will make sure to check the back in case someone runs.
Perfect. As you bang on the door, Lowen gets in place. You bang on the door. Very rapidly, the door opens, and there's a man standing there in front of you, dressed all in black, an elf man. He says, he glares at you for banging on his door like that. He says, "You one of those fucking tin men with a stick up your ass? What do you want?"
I grab him by the throat and I just walk in.
That throws him back. He's taken aback by that idea, and doesn't resist as you walk in.
And I keep walking to the far wall and I pin him up against the wall.
All right. As you walk in, you can see this property is like 20 by 20. It's just one big open space.
Lycus walks slowly into the room and tucks himself into the corner. Is there any drapes or anything on the windows, or any window coverings of any sort?
The windows face towards the back of the house, and as you walk into the building, very sparsely filled, just basic bed, basic furniture. There's also another man in the building. As you bust through the space, you knock a coffee table over. There's one more guy.
I glance at the other guy quickly, but I just keep focusing on that guy's eyes. As I get him up onto the wall, I kind of cock my head and I said,
"Give me a strength check,
Sure.
An athletics check."
That is a 21.
That's good enough.
I'm going to kind of push him hardly against the wall, and I'm just going to cock my head and I'll say, "My brother's going to ask you a few questions and you're going to answer them right now."
The other man gets up and sort of stumbles backwards.
And I'll just yell, "Sit down."
Lycus closes the door calmly.
Everyone goes in if they choose that they wanted to. Just as the door is closing, you guys all make it in there if you choose to be.
Yeah.
The other man doesn't. He just kind of is in shock. He's not sitting down or standing up or anything, but he's also not threatening you guys in any way. Neither is this Dazzle feller. He seems to be perfectly.
The other fellow, I said to him, name.
Why would I give you that? Who are you people?
I would suggest you just tell us.
I
your
look
fucking
over
name.
at him. Should I?
All right. What? My name's Wyrmir. What do you want?
Good.
Lowen, keep your eyes on the door.
Indeed.
So now what?
I look out the front window.
Mako, you got some questions for this guy? Or Lycus?
Mako, take the other fellow outside.
I'll release the guy, kind of shove him on the wall, and I'll take the other guy and say, outside now.
Which one are you putting outside, Dazzle or Wyrmir?
No, the other guy.
Dazzle. Wyrmir,
Okay.
we're leaving in here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry, I thought you were taking the other guy outside. Okay, well, I'll just grab Dazzle by the scruff of his neck, and I'll leave him.
Come on, Mako. Don't be so dense.
Fuck.
So Dazzle's the elf. Is Wyrmir also an elf?
No, Wyrmir is a black-toothed beanpole of a man. He looks really sunken and sullen, and his teeth are turning black, and his eyes are black. But he's just a human.
I'll just say, if you leave this, and I'll look back at that guy and say, if you leave or talk to anyone in the next hour, I'm going to slit your throat.
Welcome to my home, he says as he walks out the door.
And I'm going to go around the back of the house with the guy,
Okay.
where there's no
He's
windows.
he doesn't resist you. You did a major display of strength, and he's not going to try and fight back from you. So.
Okay, and I'm
Yeah,
just looking
I wa-
around as I'm holding him.
I walk up to Wyrmir.
What do you want?
Zaztam sent us.
You can see in his eyes that he's got this kind of hatred, this darkness to his eyes, and he's ready to kick the shit out of you. He has to, but as soon as you say the name Zastam, he just relaxes, and his whole demeanor changes, and he says to you, "It's about time. I've been waiting here for a long time for you guys."
Is this the guy I have in the back, or the guy that's left in the house?
The guy in the house.
Oh, okay.
You took the guy who owns the house
All
out.
right. Okay.
And the guy you're looking for is inside the house.
I'm outside with the other guy. I'm just telling him to sit down and shut up.
He sits down, just perfectly fine.
And I just keep watch.
So to the rest of the guys that are inside the room, Wyrmir says, I've been set here waiting for you guys. I was expecting you here weeks ago, but it's good that you're here now. We have a lot of work to do. We have to perform some rituals in the name of Tam. We could probably do that tonight. Tonight would be a good night for that. And then I'm going to draw you a little map of where you guys need to go. And I'll explain to you what needs to be done. But first of all, I'm in charge here. You're going to let my friend go if you want to be in the good favor of Tam.
Do I believe him, or is he like trying to pull one over on us?
Make an insight check.
First roll of the game. I got 18.
Yeah, you seem like you could really tell just by the way his attitude changed as soon as you guys mentioned the name Tam, that obviously this guy knows Tam. He works with him. And,
Does he have an amulet?
No, this guy does not have an amulet. No.
You must understand our discretion.
Does
I
he
can
have?
appreciate that. You're a little heavy-handed, but I guess that's to be expected from your kind.
Does he have any other sort of markings or sort of loyalty,
Any tattoos, any
tattoo
earrings?
or scar or something that would indicate to us that he's authentic?
He has a bald, shaved head, which to you particularly is very important because red wizards all have shaved heads.
Okay.
But you don't see any visible tattoos.
Okay.
And he's not currently wearing any red robes or anything like that. But he says to you, I am one of Tam's apprentices. He sent me here to accommodate you guys on your journey. I'm here to lay out to you a new improvement to your amulets, which can be performed in a ritual tonight, that is going to accomplish the goals that you guys are going to have on this mission. There are going to be new targets for you guys to destroy in the name of Tam. And as you destroy them, you're going to be using your Blackheart amulets as vessels to absorb the weave energy that leaves these bodies as you kill them. Each amulet will be capable of holding one weave essence. And so we are going to need all of you to fill these amulets and return to Tam. That is your mission.
Did we get any weave energy from the first two, like
No.
2 weeks ago?
No, you didn't. And you don't. Currently, your amulets are not attuned in such a way that you would have been able to. You've never
Okay.
heard of such a thing before.
Okay.
So what he says to you is that, first of all, let my friend go. You're fairly confident that he means what he says. So do you guys let him?
I'll go back. I'll go outside and inform Makotas what's going on, what the word is.
Should I kill this guy then?
Yeah, Mako. Bring Dazzle inside. Wyrmir is working with Tam, and he's got some mission for us. Bring him in.
Grab the guy by the scruff and lead him back into the house. Kind of throw him on the chair.
All right, he's not resisting you, but you can tell that Dazzle is not, it's just his house. He's not doing anything to resist you. Wyrmir is not cowed by what you guys are doing at this point, but he's saying, listen, we're all friends of Tam here. Let's all just get along. Like, leave him alone.
Fuck you.
Kind of thing. He's
he
not.
Says. Mako says, fuck you.
I sit down and put my feet up on the coffee table.
See, you should follow the lead of your friend Gildor here. Actually, I don't know Gildor's name. You should follow the lead of this little guy over here.
I am not your friend.
Buddy.
Period.
Guys, relax. We found the guy. We're all on mission. Just chill out a bit, all right?
I'll go stand in the corner.
So, Wyrmir pulls out from his pocket a really rudimentary map for you guys to have. He takes it over to Gildor because Gildor's been talking primarily here, and hands him a map that you guys can all look at. It's very, very basic. This is the map that you guys get handed. He says to you, I'm going to need you to go to these mystic caverns on this map. Everyone can see the map right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to need you to go to these mystic caverns first. There's 3 locations that I'm going to need you to head to. It's a 2-day march away to get to these caverns, and I'll give you detailed instructions on how to get there. But just hold on to this. This will help you out. This is where the first 2 targets you need to find are. So you're going to follow this road that heads off to Tangletree. But after you've had about 5 hours into the woods, these woods just north of us are Cormanthor, very powerful elven woods. Once you've headed 5 hours into these woods, you're going to find a distinct stone cabin on the right-hand side of the path, and follow that cabin, and it will take you to a lake. And there's a boat that we've left for you guys at this lake. And you're just going to cross this very small little lake and find a very interesting, mystically charged fey cavern that's only accessible by water. And you're going to go in there, and you're going to do whatever you need to do to get weave essence from 2 targets there. You'll know them when you see them. In the meantime, just rest and relax. Tonight, at midnight, we're going to perform a ritual in the woods nearby. And that ritual is going to be the ritual that will unlock the talents of the new Blackheart amulets you have. So let's all just get along for a few hours, and then we don't have to see each other again ever. All right?
Sounds great.
Excellent.
Mako crosses his arms and just stands staring at him.
Okay. So you guys can go about looking around the town if you want or whatever, or we can just fast forward to it's midnight, you're wandering into the woods, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna light my pipe. I'm gonna start smoking inside.
That's acceptable.
Okay.
It's the 1980s. Anything goes.
Lycus, can I talk to you outside?
He says no. You guys are both outside.
Mike, you there?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
There he is.
Mako's just pulling you aside quietly and just say, okay, these necklaces fucked us over already. We want to have them add to these necklaces.
You think fighting it's going to be of any use? Until we know more about it, we have to go along with it.
Yeah, I guess.
Take-
I just don't like this necklace becoming stronger.
You're the one who fucking put it on me.
Well, you're alive here today because I did.
Sure. If you want to believe that. I go back in.
I'll stew
Brotherly
outside for a
love.
while.
Okay, so if you guys are content with just whiling the day away, that sound good?
Yeah.
I'll go over to the general store.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, if we're gonna be gone for 2 days, we might need some supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Or
2-day journey
2 day
to the
travel,
cavern.
2 days at least.
Yeah.
I want to figure out how much gold I have.
Well, you should still have whatever starting equipment. So if you bought an adventurer's pack, you got 10 days rations, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just starting with 10 days rations. We don't have to account for the 2 weeks from.
No, you right from this day now you have whatever your starting
Okay.
equipment was. So
Okay, we're good then. I keep
Yep.
smoking my pipe.
How many
Mako
hours
goes
do we
over to-
have we gotta go for midnight?
we'll say it's 4 p.m.
Okay, Lowen will just stand up and stretch and says, I'll be back in 2 hours. And he'll walk into the forest to hunt something to eat and then come back once he's killed it and hand it
Awesome.
over and start prepping it for cooking.
So give me a survival check with advantage because it's dark, or it's getting dark, and you're sneaky.
That is survival. That's a 15.
Perfect. You find a wild boar, a small wild boar.
Yeah, sure. Yep. I'll pretend like I can carry that at 3'5".
It's small. It's like a scrawny one.
Sure.
A little baby.
I'll bring it back to the hut and say, looks like we've got a bit of food to eat. Someone wants to give me a hand. I'm gonna help butcher and eat this now before we gotta go tonight.
Dazzle will help you with that, so long as he gets a cut.
Doesn't matter. There's enough for everybody.
And Mako heads to the general shop.
Yeah, I actually get to the step and like screw it, and I go to the tavern.
Okay.
I want to sit at the bar and talk to the bartender.
Okay. He greets you back. Welcome
but-
back. Did you find who you're looking for?
I think so. That's, yeah, I think we found him. You're a pretty big boy.
Congratulations. Thanks for noticing.
How did you get so big? Do you ever get into fighting?
I've fought a lot of things in my day, but that's not what made me large. I was born this way.
It probably made you effective, though.
Yeah, the ladies say I'm pretty effective.
So, what do you guys do for fun besides carnivals around here?
Oh, there's always something interesting going on. Rothavir's Road is a pretty major port, so we see interesting people once in a while. I'm retired, though. I'm not looking for fun anymore. I'm looking for quiet.
We might be headed into Tanglewoods there for a short little hike. Anything we should be worried about up there?
What's Tanglewoods?
Or that Tangle northeast. We're heading northeast.
Oh, you're heading into Cormanthor.
Yeah.
Going to visit the elves, are you?
I don't know. We're going to do something.
Okay. Well, you're going to see trees, and if you walk far enough, you're going to see elves.
Yeah.
And if you walk too far, they'll kill you.
They don't like visitors there?
Not in their special places. They have a lot of special places, those elves.
Interesting.
Worldwide, there's no more special places than Cormanthor.
I noticed you got a pretty big garrison here in town.
Yeah, there used to be some issues with bandits and such on these roads, but not so much anymore. We're pretty wealthy little community. We can afford to maintain these roads nicely and allow the merchants good sleeps at night.
All right,
This is the central location here. We patrol up and down Rothavir's Road, all the way up to Asambra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see any red robe guys around here?
Occasionally the red robes come through. They're not really friendly around here too often. But they can come by with the right attitude. They can come by, no problem.
Yeah,
Especially if they got something interesting to sell.
I'll just keep talking to him for the next while and toss him a silver, and then I'll head back.
Okay. Anyone else like to do anything in the next few hours?
I'd like to go into the potion shop. Anyone else coming with me?
Lowen's busy preparing the boar.
Okay. Loth?
I'll join you for the potion shop.
Okay. Loth and I go over to the potion shop.
Okay. You see a little sign above the potion shop says Auntie Ethel's. And you walk in and doors open. You see a frail, skinny looking elderly lady with sharp cold eyes that seem to see through your soul. After she takes in the sight of you, though, she smiles broadly and asks politely what you need.
Aunt Ethel, is it?
It is. Auntie. You can call me Auntie.
Alright, Auntie. I'm Gildor.
Nice to meet you, Gildor.
How's business?
It's about the same as always. But are you in the market for anything? When you walk in, you see every corner, every wall has shelves on it, covered with all manner of ingredients. And as a mage of sorts, you recognize a lot of these are medical herbs, but there's also exotic things like the Eye of Newt type thing, mandibles of onkegs, and bits of all kinds of creatures.
I'm not sure whether I'm looking for a component pouch.
Oh yeah, we could sell you one of those.
Okay.
whatever that's worth in the player's handbook, you can buy that for.
Well, I'll look it up and I'll subtract it from my funds. I'm sure
Sure.
I have enough to cover it.
What
Yeah,
were you buying?
And sorry,
What were you buying? I'll look it up right now.
A component pouch.
25 gold.
Okay. Any other things, items that you might have that are of special note?
Roll a persuasion check.
It's 7.
No, I mean, you can see everything on the shelves that are for sale. They're right there. So, if you're interested in any of them.
Come now, Auntie. There must be something you have that you keep reserve in the back.
Yeah, everyone's got a bit of reserve, but I don't think I know you well enough.
And I slide 2 gold pieces across the counter.
Roll a new persuasion check. She takes the 2 gold.
Okay, that's fine. That's 10.
No, but thanks for the gold, though, anyway.
How about a healing potion?
Yeah, I could sell you a healing potion. They're, whatever the price of a healing potion is. 25 gold, I think, isn't it?
Say it again?
I think it's 25 gold, whatever it costs in the player's handbook.
Okay. I'll buy 2.
Sure. She's got...
How much gold do you have, man?
I rolled my starting gold.
Potion of healing is 50 gold pieces.
Oh, is it 50? Okay, I'll just buy 1 then.
Okay. She'll sell it to you.
Okay.
And she'll pat you on the head. You're a lovely fellow. Have yourself a great day. Did you need anything there, white man?
I think I'm okay, but I look forward to learning more from you, to becoming better acquaintances and figure out what you have stashed back there.
Well, that's really nice of you to say, I think.
I think
We
Voth
do
is the Echo Knight.
We do teach courses and stuff, if that's what you're trying to say. Next week, we're going to be doing sagebrush.
Oh, good. That's very interesting. I might swing by for that.
Okay, well, next Tuesday, come by. Thank you very much. And then as you guys walk away, you can hear right away she puts the lock on the door.
Okay,
Okay.
we go back.
Perfect. So we will jump forward in time.
Can I spend an hour of this time to cast a Find Familiar?
You can, but you have
It's
to
an hour
buy
and
the
10 minutes.
but you have to buy the components for that.
That's why I bought the component pouch.
Component pouch only gives you components for things that don't have dollar values.
All right, then I go back to the potion shop.
It's locked
Nah!
because you guys are creeps. So that we'll say you obviously know how your spell works. So it's 10 gold for you to buy the charcoal that you need to do that.
Yeah.
Or the herbs or whatever. So if we go back in time, you can spend the 10 gold for that if you want.
I just thought that's what I was buying because I don't remember that being a part of my initial inventory, so I wanted to make sure I had a component pouch.
I was just about to ask about that, actually, about the Find Familiar. Wouldn't we have, like, at 6th level already cast the spell, so we should have a familiar with us, or?
You're not 6th level.
Yeah, who's 6th level?
I thought we were 6th level or something like that.
Holy shit, I better look at your character sheet here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
no
the
level
kidding.
are we?
Rolls.
3.
Oh, yeah, 3rd level, whatever.
I just put your components in the chat there, Jason.
So if you want to, if you already have an arcane focus, you don't need a component pouch. So you could take that money back for the component pouch.
Right, but my starting class was not a wizard, so
Yeah, so you have to buy.
I have to buy that separately.
That is true.
Couldn't he use the amulet as a focus?
No,
No.
no, it's not a. You have to spend money to get a focus.
Okay, that's fine. I have a component pouch. I'm happy with that.
Perfect.
If there's time for me to do a little find familiar, I'm gonna
Yep.
do the ritual and summon a little bat.
Perfect. As long as you have spent the money for that, also,
Yeah.
because I know your backstory includes that bat.
Yeah.
You could have already spent that money like 20 years ago, and you've
Sure,
had that bat the whole time.
Sure, I didn't want to take that for granted. If
Yeah.
we want to start now and use the money I have, then I'll do it.
Up to you. As long
Yeah,
as you
it's
spend the money, you've got the bat as whenever you wanted it.
I could say, 20 years ago I had the bat. It's the same bat, but I've spent new components to re-summon him since the last time that he died.
Perfect. All right, so we are going to jump forward to 11 o'clock at night, and what's his name? Wyrmir says, "Okay, everybody, let's get together. I'm going to take you out to the woods. There's a special ley line that I need to take you to perform this ritual, and it's going to be fairly straightforward for you guys, but just follow me." And he takes you out. He takes you out to this grassland area. There's this little low-lying area in the grasslands here, and he's got a little pedestal set up. He's clearly been waiting for you guys to show up, as he said. He doesn't have a token, so we'll give him a token. He's bigger than you guys.
Whoa.
He's
So-
huge.
So he says, "Okay, what I need you all to do is I'm going to recite a ritual, and during this ritual, you all need to keep your hand on the pedestal. One hand on the pedestal at all times, and there's a reasonable chance that we could summon some undead in the process of doing this. But you're not going to be able to take your hand off of this pedestal the entire time we perform the ritual. And while I'm performing this ritual, I won't be able to fight back, so I'm going to need you to protect me." So he comes over.
From over here?
No, he comes over. He stands over here. Stands between you guys. He doesn't take up a space. We'll say he stands right on top of the pedestal. But you have to
If I
protect
stand
him.
up on the pedestal, can I just be connected that way? That way I can shoot my bow?
No, you have to be touching the pedestal to keep a hand on the pedestal. It's the gimmick the DM wants you to do.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Take one of your
Rough-
shoes off. Use
Rough
your
gimmick
foot.
for two-handed weapons.
Stand
Yeah.
on top of it.
Yes, but he's providing you a warning for this, so I'm assuming you probably have like a dagger or something.
I pull
Well, I had to
sword.
get rid of the longsword because I couldn't afford it, so I got a longsword, or the greatsword. So I got a longsword now. So
Well, I have a hand axe, I guess, if I only have one hand. Can we use our feet?
No, he's already detailed specifically you can't use your feet. You have to keep
Fuck.
your hand on. It has to be your right hand because that's the focus. That's where
Well,
that
Put
cam's
his
favorite
boots
thing.
his left hand on.
So I gotta hold my hand axe in between my toes, blindfolded. Mako's
Yes,
just
exactly. That's
Mako's
exactly how this works.
complaining like crazy.
So it only takes about a minute to do the ritual. There's a reasonable chance that there actually won't be anything coming out, but because this isn't some of Zastham's necromantic magic, there's a chance that we could raise something from the dead. So he begins to start chanting. It's just a low kind of under his breath type thing. He's
Is there
if
like
you-
a moon out, or is it like pitch black here?
we'll say there is. Does anybody have a torch?
Yeah, I've got a torch,
Okay.
but I put it on the ground.
Okay, but it's lit though.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say that
I'm
it's
gonna stand on the opposite side of that torch, so I'm invisible.
Lycus cast light on his sword.
So before we do this, I'm gonna load my hand crossbow, and I'm gonna put the hand crossbow on top of the pedestal, and then I'm gonna hold a hand axe in my hand. Or sorry, other way around. I'm gonna put the crossbow in my hand and the hand axe on the top of the pedestal.
okay. Sounds good.
How much time do we have?
It takes about a minute to cast this spell.
Oh, no, but how much time is there now before the event?
As much time as you need to prepare.
Okay, can I make a circle of earth, like a half wall in a ring around this pedestal? Is that going to interrupt anything?
No, that's acceptable. Like, we got to do this ritual at midnight though, so we got like 12 minutes.
Oh, so we do have time. I thought we had as much time as we wanted.
Well, I didn't know you wanted to build a fucking fort around me, so
Okay,
he took you out at
Let's just
11:30
get this
at night.
fucking thing on the road here. Come on.
All right, he starts casting the spell. And I'm going to roll a thing. Okay. So as he casts the spell goes on for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then you start to see a rumbling from the ground below you. And right here pops up two creatures. Two similar looking but distinct creatures. And I'm going to say that they're not really in the 5-foot squares because you guys need to be able to target them. So we're all going to roll initiative, and I'm going to roll everyone's initiative because I'm going to use the auto-populating thing on here. So.
Oh my gosh, holy bananas.
Lowen.
Art didn't roll that good.
It's funny, I was practicing this, making this macro work using Lowen, and he was rolling like 7 on every roll. It was all net ones plus 6. It was pretty weird.
Why is the numbers? Why doesn't it put the higher number at the top?
Because I haven't done that yet.
Oh, I thought it does it automatically.
There. So there's our initiative order. I didn't double check. Voth, you're a +1 to initiative, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good. All right, so everybody's numbers are correct. And Lowen is first in the turn order. You have one hand, your right hand on the...
My left hand is touching. Completely designated that. So with my left hand out and my right hand touching, I will hold my action in case something gets within arm's reach of me to attack.
Okay. You ready your action? Any bonus actions? No?
No.
Okay. All right. On their turn, we've got 2 different sort of undead-looking creatures. They both look definitely like they've been under the ground for quite a while. And they run around in sort of a circle. And they sort of run in this way. And I'm going to say that they both run essentially at the same time in a circle around. They're like frantically trying to get at the center. There's something driving them towards the middle of this. And because of that circling that they do, everybody has a chance to attack whatever enemy they choose to without having to move. So they're circling around. They can't get to the middle. And
But they're not making any aggressive moves towards us?
They are. They're slavering and they're clawing towards you. But I'm just saying that they're spinning around, so you guys have the option to hit everything every turn. Everyone's going to have a chance to hit. And then I'm going to just roll to see who it attacks. Mako. So the first one attacks Mako.
Where's Wyrmir and Dazzle?
Wyrmir is with you. Dazzle didn't come. He just owns the house.
Okay.
So Ray, I didn't have my AC correct because I didn't add the +1 armor, so I'm at actually AC 17.
Okay. This guy attacks you for a 16 to hit. It's a good thing you added
Good thing.
your thingy. And also, we're going to go back to Lowen. His ready action kicks in here.
I would have attacked the smaller one as it went by.
Okay.
With my short sword. with a 20 to hit.
Yep. You almost hit twice.
For 10 points of slashing damage, I think, with the short sword.
Okay.
Or is it piercing? That'll be everything.
Perfect. And Lycus.
Lycus is just gonna swing at the one that comes the closest to him with his longsword.
Okay, you can pick either. They both swung 360 around you guys.
Okay. So that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And I'm not casting any spells with that. So he takes 4 points of damage, slashing
did you
damage.
attack the big one or the little one?
The big one.
Okay. 4 points. Okay. And Gildor.
Okay, I'll attack the little one with my battle axe. I got a 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
Okay.
That's it. Mako.
I will. A magical translucent gray image of myself appears opposite on the other side of that large creature. And it's gonna swing its greatsword at him.
Okay, the other guy attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. And it uses its reaction to turn, I guess.
That's a 16.
16 hits, yes.
Is he flanking?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
flanking.
actually, that should be with advantage, I guess. Or add. How do you work flanking?
The regular flanking rules are advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the regular rules.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I got better. Yeah, I got a 20.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Actually, flanking is a variant rule. There is no flanking.
Yeah, that is a variant.
Okay, I still had 16 before.
Yeah,
So
you hit
Is
So that's-
flanking, Rick?
no
10 points
just
of
using-
slashing damage.
the base rules.
Okay.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
He's very hurt. You can see that this guy's taking a good shit kicking so far. They don't look like they're all that powerful, these creatures. And then it's the little guy, and he's gonna attack Gildor. With a 13 to hit?
No.
Nope. Okay, he misses. It's Voth's turn.
I will have tried to hit the larger one as it passed me by.
Absolutely.
Swing at him with my warhammer. That's an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Perfect. Lowen. Art?
Lowen will slide behind, or kind of between Voth and Gildor, and attack the small one.
So you don't have to move because they are circling still. So you can
then,
hit one.
yeah,
as
then
they
I'll
go
just
by.
hit the small one as it goes around me.
Perfect.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Oh man, this damage is just bonkers. 10 more points of piercing damage.
He's very hurt. You're the only one that's hit him so far, and he's quite hurt.
Yeah. Rolled max damage both times.
So the big guy there, he's still circling and whatnot, but because Mako attacked him, like fake Mako attacked him, he probably would swipe back at fake Mako along the way.
Sure.
So he's going to attack fake Mako.
Just had to step away for a second.
Okay. 20 to hit fake Mako.
That hits, and
Okay.
the image just disintegrates. It's only got 1 hit point.
Right. Okay. And now it's Mike's turn as he walks away.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
That's it.
oh, you're back.
I was coming back. I just had to go shut my alarm off on my phone.
Okay.
So I'll swing my sword again at the big guy as he comes around.
Yep.
With a 11 to hit, so I assume I miss.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
Gildor.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at the small one.
Perfect.
It's only a 10 to hit.
That does not hit. Mako.
This is where the abuse comes in. I bonus action Echo Knight.
Oh, you told me you weren't going to be a cheap fuck about it.
Okay, I won't. I actually had.
I'm kidding. You go ahead. You can summon your Echo Knight.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
If you want to put limitations on that, me and Jason were talking about that. You can, but you figure that
I'll
out
let
later.
Jason figure out the limitations.
Okay. And he's gonna attack with the great sword.
Okay.
They made sense though, those limitations.
Well, at this point, I don't have any plans to change any rules at all. I'm just going to use base rules, everything exactly the way it's written.
'Kay.
Except for the one Arcana change.
Well, this thing rolled a nat 1.
Okay, that does not hit.
Yeah.
Now, is it capable of actually stabbing you in the eye? That'll be really funny in the future. I plan on if you bug me with all these special abilities, I'll make it stab you in the face with your
Do it.
sword.
Do it.
Well, it's got to stab through the guy.
I know.
And have
it's
reach.
not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen here.
I'll make sure he's more than 5 feet away from me at all times.
All right, so he drops his sword, which vanishes from existence because it's magic shit.
Yep.
So he doesn't have a sword anymore. Your bonus action guy.
Yep.
But next round you could bonus action bring his sword back if you want. All right, the little guy. He will attack. He attacked Gildor last time. He's gonna attack Voth this time. Ooh, that's a 7 to hit.
Absolutely not.
There's no way.
I would laugh at that as the glances off of my armor.
And it's your turn now, Voth. You can return the favor if you choose. Or are you going to attack the big guy too?
Another 7. No, I'll attack the big guy as he comes around again.
Okay.
Nope, that's not going to hit again.
Okay, Lowen's turn. Lowen McGregor.
Yep. Nope, it's Lowen Daigle. It is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
The small one again.
Okay, the small one's real hurt.
We'll see what the damage... Oh my gosh, it's another 10 points of damage.
All right, the little guy crumbles to the ground as it goes by you and falls over, dead.
Is it bones? Is it just evaporate?
It looks like a zombie or a ghoul or a ghast or something to that effect. It's not bones. It slumps to the ground. It's still got some flesh on it.
Okay.
But it's definitely not moving anymore. And the other one is the same thing. It's got some flesh. It's got some... It's not just bones. They're definitely both undead. And it's now the big guy's turn. The big guy's going to attack Lycus. Ooh. With a 20 to hit?
That would hit. Yeah.
Ah, it's the first attack I get to hurt someone with. You take... you're getting bit at the moment. He's biting at you. And you take 7 damage from this evil creature's biting you as it passes you by. And now it's
Make a
Lycus'
con save.
Nope, no con save. Lycus' turn.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you could make a con save, but you don't have to.
I'm going to drop my sword and pull up my rod, using it as my focus, and cast Mind Sliver.
When you drop your sword, that uses your free interaction, so you wouldn't be able to pull out your rod at this point.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, then I'll just swing.
Okay. This thing
Okay,
also
does-
looks barely hurt.
16 hit
Yep. 16
Okay.
hits.
for another 6 points of damage.
Pretty hurt, this guy. Gildor's turn. And you still have this guy circling around you, so you can attack the big guy too.
I know, I've swung at him twice and it hasn't worked at all. I'm gonna do like a sharp whistle to my bat
Okay.
and have the bat take the help action and swoop down, give me advantage on my attack.
But with it taking the help action, wouldn't that be your action?
No, it's his action. Right?
Okay.
It acts independently of me. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn.
You didn't roll initiative for it.
No, but you could say it acts on my turn.
Okay. It acts just after you, I think is how the rules work, right?
No, it says it acts. Then I'm reading the rules. The rule says it has its own initiative, but
Okay.
a lot of DMs will just say it acts on your turn so that they don't have to do a separate initiative.
Yeah, that's fine. It can go on your turn.
I'm just looking at trying to get advantage on my swing since I've swung twice and missed.
I'll let you do that now, but I don't think that's going to work in the future.
Okay. That's what I needed. 21.
That hits.
Okay. Three damage.
It takes the 3 damage. It's barely up still. It's almost dead. But it's still alive, just barely. And it's now Mako's turn.
It's gonna bonus action. The sword appears in the Echo's hands.
Man, you're lazy. How come you don't attack with your own fucking sword?
That's a natural 20.
That hits.
So double the dice.
Yep. This thing is wobbly. It's kind of lost balance after it bit Lycus as it's spinning around you.
19 points of slashing damage.
Holy shit, it's very, very dead. All the way dead. And so that's the last creature here, but the ritual still continues. So you guys have to continue to hold your hand on the thing for another 30 seconds or so. And he's chanting away, and you can see all your...
My shadow
all
will
of
go
your-
stand behind him. Or my Echo.
Okay. All of your black hearts are kind of glowing faintly red right now. So you can tell that definitely whatever he's doing seems to be working in some fashion. And we're out of combat now. So you all stand there, you keep your hand on the sculpture. He continues chant. Nothing else happens. And he completes his ritual. And you guys have now upgraded your black hearts. So now as he said earlier, you're going to use these hearts as vessels in the future to gather essence from the targets that you need. And he says that his business with you is now complete, and you can move along immediately if you choose, or head back to town for the night. It is late at night.
Is there anything else we noticed about this pedestal that we had our hands on?
Yeah, so it's just it looks like an ancient sort of druidic stone pedestal. There's nothing in it or inside it or anything. It's almost like a bird bath in a sense. As he was setting up for the ritual, I should have actually read out a little bit of stuff where he starts putting out incense and cuts some blood off of his hand and puts it into the center of it, and then starts chanting and chanting, and the pedestal glows with all the ingredients inside it as his ritual is performed. But the pedestal itself, now he's walked off of the pedestal. You can see it well, and there's nothing interesting to it.
Okay.
But he did say that this is sort of a ley line type situation. You're in a place of power right now. So would you like to head back to town? Or he did give you the map and he explained to you how it is you're going to get to where you're going. You could head out if
Is
you wanted
town
to.
on the way, or is it just?
You're a little north of town right now, so.
Oh, okay.
But you're literally like you're 5 minutes north of town. So.
Is there anything anybody wanted in town?
Gilder wants to set up a little cairn and kind of say a little prayer to Suburflin. Whatever the heck that is.
Suburflin is your race, though. So what god is it that you follow?
Smurflin.
Smurflo?
Smurflin. Dark, deep gnome. Just deep gnome god.
Just call it
What deep
Smurflin,
gnome
and you
god
should.
do you follow?
Your skin color should really be blue. And you need a white hat.
Just because this is a ley line, I want to just set up a little cairn stone kind of thing, a couple of rocks on top of each other.
Yep. There are rocks nearby that you can see.
Okay.
You could put them up against the side wall so they stay upright if you want.
Yeah.
Makotas will kind of stand back and watch, but he'll have his shadow help Gildor. Or Zuko.
Okay.
Already did.
That's the most OP thing you've done so far.
And when it moves 30 feet away from me, it just disintegrates.
Okay, that's all.
And the rock it was holding lands on Gildor's foot.
Yeah, and you whisper a little prayer to whatever god it is you follow.
Okay.
Do you have a specific god that you're following, or?
I just thought the Surbluefluin was a religion, not a race.
No, that's your race.
But
That's
yeah, here's Sverf Nebelin.
Snurf
Smurflin. That's the worst thing to say.
Sverf
There is,
Nebelin. Sverf.
There's a god of rocks and stuff, I think, that was
If you
like
got the name of it, I'll
rock
tell you that
collar or something. I'll get it to you.
Okay.
I want to say your god's called rock collar, but I can't remember for sure. Okay, so you guys want maybe to camp here for the night, or are you heading back to town, or just gonna start marching right now?
We know where we're marching to?
You do. He gave you specifically the ugly little map that I drew, and he explained to you you're going to travel following that road, pretty straightforward. Once you're
But we
5
know where
hours
that road is from here.
Yeah, you can find it. You were on Rothavir's road. You're going to go back to that main road, and then it's going to be a turn off of that road. There's a little. He says to you, there's a small sign that says that this is the road to Tangled Trees, but you're not actually going to Tangled Trees. You're stopping before you get there.
Okay. All in favor? Let's just keep going.
It's fine by me.
Mako just looks to his brother for direction.
Let's head out.
It's okay. I got this map. It's a MS Paint map.
Okay.
It's a good
Okay.
thing you're holding it. We can all look down and see it.
Um,
And the
yeah,
moon,
so it
the
doesn't
moon
take
shines
any
off
effort.
the top of my head and gleams in his eyes.
It doesn't take any effort for you guys to head back to the road, find the road you're supposed to take. It is getting late at night though, because it's midnight
You mean
now.
early
so-
in the morning, right? It was midnight when we did the ritual, right?
Yeah, so it's 12:10 by the time you find the road.
All right.
Do you
As we're
guys
wa-
have some kind of special marching schedule where you march at night all the time, or is this out of the ordinary for you?
Well, how late at night is it?
12:10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a nice rest and smoked my pipe. I'm good to go.
Well, if there's undead coming up here in this area here, maybe we should move a little bit further north.
I'll take the lead. Or the back, whichever.
I've got the map, so I think I should go first. And
Yeah,
I would
I'll
prefer
go behind
the
you.
road. Let's just go on the road. I'm not bushwhacking. I got little legs.
I think we should get him a little pointy hat so if we lose him in the bushes, we can see him.
A little white pointy hat.
Okay, I'm gonna lead on with the map by the
Maybe
light.
put a little bell on the top of it.
No bells.
You'll have to be standing next to who is it that Lycus that cast the light spell to be able to see the map.
But I can't see it in the dark or by the light of the moon.
Maybe the moonlight you'd be able to see it a little bit.
I'm
You don't need the map right now.
I'm a deep gnome with superior dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look out 120 feet ahead of myself.
Yeah, you can see off in the distance, but I think with dark vision you can't read very good.
No.
I could never read very good.
That's why I think being a wizard, right?
That's why I'm not very good at it.
Hey, Mike,
How
I'm
can
guessing with dark vision, we probably has it as Gith, but it doesn't say it here
No.
on...
We don't have dark vision. That's why I got the light spell.
Oh, where does it say it on D&D Beyond? I can't even see it.
Under vision.
Under vision? We have a vision tab?
You don't have a vision. You have regular vision. They don't list that.
Yeah, they don't list regular.
Oh, okay.
Only if you're special, and you're not
Yeah,
special.
it'd be under racial traits, features, and traits.
Features and traits, it would say dark vision, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, racial traits. Gotcha.
So I lead us on towards up the road there.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take any difficulty for you to find the road, and you're told that you're going to be following Rutherford's road for, say, 4 hours or so. Yeah, we'll say 4 hours. You're going to travel Rutherford's road, then you're going to veer to the side. And yeah, you guys are not going to sleep through the night?
I think we should go up the road a little ways and then look for a spot somewhere along the side of the road to make a camp.
Yeah.
Just
You guys
like-
know that these are really, really well guarded roads. Like, you don't have a lot of concern about being attacked by anything here.
Okay. So once we find the road, we'll just look for like the first camp spot. I think would be best, and then just make camp then.
Sure. We'll say that you probably have to travel up the road 45 minutes because nobody would be camping right next to Parnast normally. They would just go to the town at night. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're finding a nice little spot someone's used in the past. Little fire pit sitting there already for you.
Okay.
And are you guys setting a watch for the night?
I think that'd be appropriate.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
Okay. You'll watch by yourself?
If I will
No,
by myself,
no.
if he joins me.
I can join for a watch.
Okay, Boff and I will watch.
Okay, perfect. Give me a spot check for each of you.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
So that's
You
it's
These
a
things
skill
don't
check,
have
though,
dark
so
vision, do
perception
they?
would be 22.
22. Okay. While you're taking your watch, you're you're 10 minutes or so into your watch. Everyone's settled down for the night. You feel something on the back of your head. You feel like a hand grabs you by the back of your head.
Oh,
Okay, I grabbed the hand.
I
You
only rolled a 9. I didn't notice that.
you feel you grab onto this hand. You feel an invisible hand that like you can feel the texture of a hand, but you can't actually see this hand, and you're holding on to it. But you have the strength to pull it forward,
Okay.
and you can feel in your hand that there's something invisible that's approximately the shape of a hand,
Okay.
but you can't see it. And you hear Mako snickering.
Snickering.
Can I just like throw the hand at Mako?
Yes, you can. Yeah, it doesn't have the strength to resist you.
Mako doesn't snicker, he snorts.
Can I roll for damage?
No, Mage Hand doesn't do any damage.
Just
But
grabs...
the hand is trying to slap at you now.
I threw it at Mako.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't slap you. It doesn't work. I don't know. He attacked you with a random invisible mage hand. I don't know what to tell you.
So he's not sleeping.
No, he's not yet sleeping.
He's
You
pretending
guys
to
just-
sleep.
He's lying down over there, giggling to himself, and I throw this hand at him.
Yeah. So he's awake. Do you react to that, Mako, or
I just pretend I'm snoring.
okay?
Kind of, I guess.
After that little weird incident where Mako had groped you, your watch goes by uneventfully.
Okay. Then I go over and kick Mako and tell him it's his turn to watch.
I snort
Can
a
I roll
little
for
more.
damage?
Well, if you're gonna try to attack him, then you're gonna have to roll an attack.
No, I just want to kick him hard. Like harder than I need to.
Okay. You kick him really hard, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know.
I actually respect
Okay.
that kind of forwardness. And I give him a grunt and a smile.
Mako's sword grows a little when you kick him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a great sword you got there.
Maybe there is something to
Oh,
you.
actually, I need opposing charisma checks from Mako and Lycus to know whose sword is bigger.
I have a long sword now. He has a great sword.
Okay, so his sword
That's
is
a
bigger.
downside.
Damn right, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was Mako's goal the whole time. So.
I just
Well,
need
I
a
couldn't
bigger sword.
afford the great sword. I just figured out my cash.
You got the breastplate.
So Mako can do his watch. I'll take a perception check from you.
Okay,
Watch
I
by
will
yourself.
actually cast bonus action Echo Knight on the opposite side of where I am standing. So it could be a decoy.
Okay.
And I get a perception check?
At disadvantage because it's dark and you don't have a light.
Oh, yeah. We have a fire, don't we?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
So is it still disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fire would only broadcast 20 foot of light.
Right. That is 4.
Okay. Your Echo Knight you think is off in the distance, but you're not sure.
Well, it has to be like 30 feet away from me.
Yeah, but you can't really
Max.
tell if it's there or not.
I
You're not
don't know
really
if it's
sure.
there. I think to myself, did that work?
Yeah, you're not sure if you actually cast it properly or not.
Okay.
Your watch goes by uneventfully. And then whoever you wake up for the third watch, it's also uneventful. This is it's a very happy little place. There's nothing attacking people on the roads here.
Well, I would
So
have
go
gone
to
to
a town.
Voth and give him a little
Alright.
kick in the foot.
Voth gets the wake up for the third watch. Well, Voth did the first watch.
Yeah, Voss
Oh,
was
did
on-
he? Oh, then it'd be Lowen.
Oh,
I'll
now
wake up
Bob-
for another one. I see how it is.
Lowen.
Okay, Lowen takes the third watch, and that goes by just fine as well. Lowen sees everything.
Yeah,
and he's
Well,
hidden from
with my
everyone.
150-foot dark vision range.
lo and behold.
It's like a
Exactly.
radar dish.
Mako, when you wake up in the morning, you find yourself quite uncomfortable, and
Oh.
oh, what? When you went to bed at night, you laid out your bedroll in a nice kind of a grassy spot, and it seemed like it was pretty useful. And you were pretty happy with how you got it all set up. But when you wake up, you find that the ground has become kind of upturned underneath you, and there are rocks sticking through your back, and you're a little bit sore today, and you don't know why.
Thought you were gonna say someone pissed on my bedroll.
Also, he pissed on your bedroll. It seems as though somebody created some kind of a disturbance in the ground in a 5-foot square around you while you were sleeping.
Disturbance in
I'll
the forest.
do a slow clap as everyone wakes up.
Did Lowen see it when the ground was being churned up?
I don't know. I don't have details on when this happened, but I'll get you. Give me a spot check or a perception check, and we'll see.
17.
Yeah, you've probably seen something happen, and you're pretty sure one of your buddies did it. Gildor, you're pretty sure Gildor did it.
That's fine. I just keep it to myself. Kind of snicker as well.
Okay. So you're ready for the day ahead. You're going to be walking through the grasslands for this day. And I'll get Art to roll a D10 for me, if you would.
Sure, yeah. That is a 3.
3. Okay. Oh, what the hell am I looking at? Okay, that was the wrong one. Okay. Perfect. So you travel throughout the day. Everything seems perfectly fine. You see occasionally there are merchants traveling along the roads. Everybody seems fine and friendly, and everything goes well. You get to that 4-hour turn-off point. You see there's a sign that says Tangled Trees. You guys take that side path fine. The side road that you're on is clearly not. It's much more of just a little path. It's not a wagon trail like what you've been traveling on, so it takes a bit here and there to make sure you're going the right way, but it's pretty straightforward where you're heading. And Lowen would be able to point the way as you go. And you travel through the day uneventfully. And you're ready to make camp for the night. The time is right. There's not perfect campsites along the road here because this is fairly untraveled, but you could just camp anywhere you like. And you can find a spot that looks pretty much exactly like where you just were, except there's no cauldron there. See?
Ah. Let's
So-
I was about
let's
to
camp
say,
in this little
going
nook
in
over here.
circles, but
Make a little fire right here. Make a fire right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Sure,
good
yeah.
spot. Yeah,
Lowen will go and hunt some game for dinner.
Okay, give me a survival check. You probably still have a bit of meat too, I guess, from the
Yeah.
yesterday too.
Yeah, I wrote portions of boar in my inventory. Survival, that is a 15.
Okay, you find a couple of rabbits.
Perfect, that's fine with me. I'll
One-
take them back so that we
One
have
brown
something.
and one white.
I'll prep the rabbits. Well, I'm assuming someone's going to make a fire and we'll roast them.
Yeah, so you guys uneventfully make your fire, no problem. Are you guys? Oh, I had a fire here somewhere. Here we are. There you go. Little
Holy
fire
crap,
pit.
that's huge.
Well, it's you
It's
guys get carried
huge.
away with your
Big
stuff.
fire.
I don't know why all the icons are coming in huge every time. Must have undersized the map, I guess.
Lowen sleeping in a tree?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I put my back up against the wall.
That's a quality move. Men of real character do things like that.
I roll out my mat directly in the middle of the pathway going into it.
Okay. Perfect.
Sleep against the wall. Amateurs.
Is anyone taking a watch today?
Yeah, I'll
Like
take a
us
Lowen
watch.
will take the first one.
All right.
Lycus will be on the first watch as well. Does Lowen have dark vision?
Lowen has 150-foot range of dark vision.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm in a tree.
Okay. So you guys are asleep except for Lowen and Lycus. And give me a spot check. Both of you.
Yeah, I got a natural one.
Do I have disadvantage because I don't have dark vision?
Yeah. That's correct.
What is that? Perception or?
Yep.
I got a 6.
Okay.
All
right, so you-
tonight.
You don't see anything at all. There's absolutely nothing happening. Everything is just fine.
Okay.
I just get carried away.
Those are the biggest kobolds and goblins I've ever seen.
I gotta shrink them all. So these are actually not kobolds and goblins. They're halflings. But yeah, the icons I'm using obviously are kobolds and goblins.
How high up is that cliff?
20 feet in the air, 20
Okay.
feet above you. Actually, no, it's more like 15 feet. It looks like. Should have shrunk these all down before I duplicated them. And oh, fuck off. So what you see is nothing. You don't see anything at all. And there's all these guys that get into place above you here. And after all these dudes above here with their little bows and shit show up, you see riding in on mastiffs are a couple of halflings. And they come yipping and screeching as they come right in. Yeah! Get him, get him, get him! Attack, attack! And because you guys didn't see anything, they get a surprise round where they all get to move into place. Figure out what they're doing. How many did I get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 2 on mastiffs, and there is 6 not on mastiffs. One of them is coming down this way. There's just over here is a way down, like the hill slopes gently up and down there. So there's a couple of them coming running this way, and the rest of the ones up on above there, the 4 above there all have bows, short bows. And we'll do initiative, which I will do. I don't know if this actually deleted the old one or not.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then I'm just gonna roll. That guy. I didn't bring any in here that are archers. Alright, I'm gonna say that the these ones on the initiative here, that don't have a shields are the archers. And the guys with the shields will be separate. Okay. So, Lycus is first. He's awake. He didn't see anything, but just as they come around the corner, you see something. You see that you're getting attacked by stuff.
Okay.
So what would you do?
First thing Lycus does is he casts mirror image.
Okay. Do you shout out at anyone?
Yeah. We're under attack. Wake up.
I'll get a perception check from the guys that are sleeping. The three that are sleeping.
An 11 for Voth.
That's good enough. He yelled right beside you. He's standing right beside you.
9 for Gildor.
Oh, Gildor, you're still sleeping.
And Lycus is gonna move back here.
What about Mako?
You got an 8.
How high up are these cliffs?
15 foot.
15 foot. And if I go up on this rock here, is that rock like 5 feet high or?
Yeah, we'll say that's 5 feet.
Okay.
And then just over here, they're like 20 foot high, but over here, they're 15 foot high, all the way along here. So Voth heard and recognized what was happening, so he won't miss his turn, but Gildor and Mako will be using your actions to wake up. You'll still be able to move in bonus action. And then it is the archer dudes, which are the 4 above there. I actually should delete this guy and copy this guy and put that guy there. Okay. Make sure I don't confuse this too much. Okay, perfect.
It's hard to tell them all apart. Are they all moving on the same action?
No, the archers are going on their own action, and
Okay.
then the melee guys are going on their own action, and then the mastiff riding guys are going on their own action.
Okay.
So right now, there are 4 archer guys coming at you. And 2 of them, the 2 northern ones, this guy here and this one here, are going to attack the most immediate threat, which would be Lycus. So that is a 16 to hit.
Okay, so then I gotta roll for my mirror image.
And the second one is an 11 to hit, so that doesn't.
Okay, the 11 would totally miss.
Yeah.
3 illusion, blah blah blah. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll 6 or higher to change the attack's target to duplicate. Okay, so I rolled a 5, so 16 wouldn't hit my armor class. It bounces off my armor.
Okay.
So I still have my duplicates.
Yeah. If 16 wouldn't have hit you, you wouldn't have to roll then, right?
No, you have to. The duplicates have an armor class of.
Oh.
Well, would you pick who they're aiming at? Is that how that works?
No, this is what you roll for. You roll. The duplicates have an armor class of 10 plus my dex modifier, so 12. And then I roll. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. So it would bounce off of me.
Okay.
Yep.
Lowen, can you give me a hide check, because you're obviously hiding in the tree there? So just give me a check. We'll see if they know you're there.
It is a 17.
Okay. So they don't know you're there. So the other 2 archers are going to attack, one at Gildor and one at Voth. And attack on Gildor is 11. Attack on Voth is 19 to hit. Does that hit Voth?
That is a miss.
That's a miss with a 19?
Or, sorry, my armor class is 19.
Oh, so that hits you then. So you get a little twang of an arrow. You're aware of what's happening, and you get a little twang of an arrow for 2 damage from a light crossbow above you. And it is Makota's turn. You use your action to wake up and be aware of what's happening.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll move here.
Okay.
I'm in range of that wolf thing, right?
Yeah. It's a mastiff, so it's a
Mastiff.
big dog. And there's a guy on top of it.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that very well. There's a goblin on top of it.
And then I'm gonna bonus action my guy at the top of the cliff here by that right here.
Right there? Okay. Where do I put that thing?
Now
Okay.
I have action surge. Can I use that to attack?
Yeah, you've used your action, but if you surge, you just get a new one.
Okay. Well, then I'll just action surge, attack the wolf or the guy on the mastiff.
Yeah, and you can target whichever of the 2 you want.
Well, so who's on the? It's a halfling.
Yeah, they're all halflings. Everyone, all of them is halfling,
Okay.
and they look like feral halflings. They're wearing rags and furs, and they have like war paint smeared across their faces.
I'll take out his
Are we in
ride.
Dark Suns?
I'll take out the legs of his ride of the mastiff.
You can try.
I think these are hornblowers.
That's a 22 or 21.
20. Yep, they both hit.
And that's 13 points of slashing damage.
Jesus Christ! You murder this poor dog that was just coming to say hello.
Oh yeah.
And they so the dog is like completely dead, and the guy goes tumbling off, and tumbles basically down prone at your feet. We'll say he tumbles over here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I also have twice per short rest I can unleash my incarnation. So basically, if I make an attack action, I can make one additional melee attack action from my echo's position. And I can do that twice per long rest.
All right. That's
So
what it
my
says, you big cheater.
my Echo Knight's gonna attack the guy up in the cliff with the greatsword.
Okay, go ahead.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. It is not dead, but it's really damn close to dead. That guy. It's really, really close to dead. All right, so Gildor, you've used your action to be aware that the world is around you.
Right.
You can move.
Okay. Can I use my movement to hide in the rocks?
Hide is an action.
Okay. Can I move to the rocks?
Yeah,
Like,
you can get cover behind the rocks.
I have stone camouflage, which gives me advantage to hide in rocky terrain.
Sure, so if you take an action on your next turn, you'll be able to have advantage on your hide check.
Okay, so I have
But
to use...
you're also hidden if you want to be. Concealed, as in you'll have a AC bonus.
Okay, I just want to stay concealed right now.
Well, you're not hidden right now. They already attacked at you.
They attacked at me?
Yeah, they tried to hit you with a crossbow, one of the guys above you, but they missed.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I just want to try and stay concealed, but if that's an action to hide,
So
I mean-
if you back up like where you are right now, you can
Yeah.
back up these 5 feet here, and you'll get cover from these guys to the east of you
yeah.
if they try to attack you. You can't get cover from the other 2 archers because they're right over top of you.
What if I go prone? Does that give them disadvantage to attack me?
It does.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah, you could just
I mean,
stay
even
prone.
though that's a technicality, I think that's kind of what I'm looking at doing here. I'll go prone then.
Yep, that's fine. That's how the rules work.
Yeah.
Perfect. You have a bonus action if you want to use it for something. I don't know.
No.
Okay. All right. So then the two non-mastiff riding guys come running in. I'm gonna say one of them runs at Voth. How high up the tree did you want to be, Lone? The tree's 20 foot tall.
I probably would only be like 10 feet up.
Okay. So this guy here spotted you, but he probably would he's just going to keep running. Oof, stretched him. He's going to keep running because you're an annoying target to hit. So they're both going to attack Voth. And... Ooh. 4 to hit.
Nope.
And 11 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, they both miss you. And Lowen.
I will bonus action Hunter's Mark the guy up top right there,
Okay.
and then shoot him with my bow. With 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For not bad, 11 points of piercing damage. Oh, plus a d6. And 6 points for the Hunter Mark.
Oof. He's dead. You shoot him right between the eyes. And he goes flying down and tumbles 20 foot down. And he's
Sounds good. Do I get to move it, or do I have to do that my next turn?
it's a bonus action to move it after you kill an enemy, but you used a bonus action to cast it, so you can do it next turn.
I'll do it next turn.
Yeah. Voth, you've got plentiful targets around you. 3 of them.
I'm
And you have
gonna
your
attack
full...
this guy.
Perfect. You have to stand up with half your movement. No problem.
Oh yeah. Hey, that should hit. That's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That crisp 1 on the damage die. That is 4 points of damage.
Woo! Wow, that's huge.
You don't have great weapon master?
That's why you get Great Weapon Master, guys.
Yeah.
That's why you get Great Weapon Master. All right. That'll be my turn.
Perfect. Lycus, you just seen one of the guys coming that you were going for tumble down the hill.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, that's not an option anymore. Can I actually see this guy up on the top?
Yeah, because he's looking down, looking for targets down there.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Mind Sliver at him. So he has to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 13.
Oof. He rolled a 2. I don't think he has plus 11, so
Okay,
that succeeds.
so he takes a D6 of psychic damage, so 3 points of psychic damage, and but any saving throw he makes before the end of my next turn, he has to subtract a D4 from.
All right. Well, as you hit him with your mad psychic damage, his head explodes because he already took a massive blow from Cheaty Mako over there.
Gotta
Okay.
get Mako.
Uh-oh.
Better get Mako.
So
I was
you
waiting to
kill
say
that guy.
that, but
That was the first thing I thought of when I seen that.
me too.
Okay, so he's gone. And you have bonus action if you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I think I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Actually, if I go to the bottom of the rocks here, and do I have cover from the guys to my west?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll come down here and look over in this direction here.
it is now those two archers just in time. So let's say one attacks Gildor at disadvantage. That's a 2 on the first roll. So that definitely doesn't hit Gildor. And then one will attack Lycus, and Lycus has cover, so that's plus 2 to AC. That's 16.
Okay, so I have to roll.
But you get plus 2 to your AC, right? So your AC is 18.
Yeah, but
you still have to
it's
roll.
the AC of my mirror
Okay.
image that I have to
Right.
take into account.
That's
So
the
I
most complicated statistical spell.
it
in the game.
is. I rolled a 20, so yeah, one of my mirror images vanishes,
Okay.
and it does nothing to me.
Okay. Perfect. Uh-oh, it's Mako's turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cheating Mako is off in the distance, not fighting anything.
He's gonna apparate 30 feet to there. And then
Okay.
this Mako is going to go there and attack the one to my west. Real Mako
Okay.
is attacking west.
Oh, this is your first time you're actually attacking.
Yep.
Careful, you get blood on your sword.
Yeah.
He killed the
That's
hound.
right.
Dog.
The hound. That's a 24.
Wait, how come I don't have the hounds in the initiative here? What the hell am I doing? They were in the initiative, I thought.
They should go at the same time the rider goes.
Oh, they rolled a
Apparently
natty
they're in
1.
a 1.
They rolled a natty 1. Okay.
That's why.
Rip.
All right. They were
That's a-
stupid. They didn't move. last
They
turn.
run away.
Yeah.
So that's a 24 to the guy to my west.
Yep, that hits.
8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You can see that this guy, he appears to be a little bit stronger than some of the other ones you've fought already. But
Really?
8 is a lot of damage to that guy though. But he looks beefier than the one you guys murdered above you.
Okay.
And Gildor.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna shoot this guy with my longbow.
Okay, one of the guys up on the hill, or
Yeah, I tried
This
to ping
one?
it, but it didn't go.
that gun? Okay, I got you.
This guy, yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah, that's 15 to hit.
What is there? AC? Yeah, that hits. Just barely. Longbow's range is 120 or 400 or something.
Yeah, that's 9 damage.
Okay.
I'm just visualizing this short guy pulling back a longbow.
I'm just thinking to myself, how the hell is that physically possible?
You got like
I
2
don't-
feet
He-
on it and
Yeah,
pulling
that's
back on your
what I
back.
was thinking too. He's got it in his
Um,
feet and he's pulling it back. He's like shooting
Okay, so-
himself.
I considered that same sort of scenario. I'm happy to use a short bow if you would rather.
Oh, I don't care. It's just,
I
I'm
think
visualizing.
I think there are actually rules that say you can't use a heavy weapon, right? Isn't
Well,
there?
a fighter, my first class is fighter.
No, I think they got rid of those rules, Ray.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it's in the rule that says you can do it, then you can pick whatever you prefer.
Okay, so for flavor, I'd rather it be a short bow that has like really strong tension on the string.
But
The Mongol
if it's
bow.
a short bow, it's still a short bow, though.
Composite.
I
composite
feel
short
like
bow.
you keep it a longbow, but you fashioned it in the gnomish nature, and there's a spike that you dig into the ground, and then you have to wedge it against a tree, and then you're just pulling back the string.
There you go.
Like the old the original British longbows that they punched into the ground and then
Yeah,
Maybe
Sure,
maybe you
I'll-
pull the string back with your toe.
yeah.
It's got one really big toe. and
Lots of
and his
callus.
boot, yeah, and the boot on his boot, there's this one toe just sticks out. Eh? It's got this gnarly toenail.
All right. And it is now
And then I'll just drop back down prone.
okay. Perfect. It is going to be the fighter dudes' turns now, those two guys. One turns to Mako. And one stays on Voth, steps over here, stays on Voth. So, attack on Voth is a 14, which doesn't hit. And attack on Mako, 17.
That's my AC.
Oh, good, it hits you. Funny how the DM hits this Echo Knight all the time. I don't know why.
You're attacking the real me, though.
Yeah, the real you, yeah. 7 damage
All right.
from his scimitar that he's wielding.
You
And-
make Mako mad!
And that's his turn. And it is Lowen's turn now.
I'll bonus action move my hunter's mark to the one just to there on the ridge.
Right. Yep.
And then I will pull back my bow to shoot for a 15.
Yep, 15 hits that guy.
Now, is that a longbow or a short bow?
It's a longbow. It's magical D&D physics.
See, there's the right answer.
I thought small characters couldn't use heavy weapons, but I think you might be right. That was an old edition.
It is an old edition thing.
That
I think
makes
they
sense,
changed
though.
It does.
For 14 points of piercing damage total.
14 damage. Through the face. These fucking Gloomstalkers are just as bad as the Echo Knights.
We're efficient at what we do.
He slumps over backwards. Dead. Okay, and Voth.
Alright, I am going to bonus action Thunderous Smite. And I'm gonna melee that guy.
Okay. That's the hefty guy. The beefy one. He has been hit already once.
Well, is his AC below 9?
It is not below 9. It is vastly above
Right.
9.
Well, I do not hit him this round with my attack.
So do you get to hold on to that Thunder Smite till you hit? I don't know. how that
It's
works.
concentration for a minute.
Okay, good. So you're good to go.
So
Awesome.
I concentrate on it. I swing my warhammer clear of his head. It's still a little dark. He is just outside of the 20 feet from the fire. So, don't quite have him square up.
Oh, everyone should have disadvantage on everything.
I thought I'd mention it at some point in time, but
Well, we're going with it with no disadvantage because I should have done it from the start. So
Mhm.
we're just gonna let it go.
I
It is
noticed
Lycus'
it too.
turn.
So Lycus is going to mind
The
sliver
fire
the-
moves over here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Some mimic fire.
Lycus is going to mind sliver this guy here. So he's
Okay.
got to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
DC 13.
That's a natty 1, but
Yeah.
he's a halfling. So he gets to roll that again, and that's a 3, so he fails.
Yeah.
3 times as good.
Yeah, you can get into someone's head besides mine, brother.
He takes 1 point of psychic damage and it minus the D4 from any next saving throw it makes.
Right.
So it says here for heavy weapons, creatures that are small or tiny have disadvantage on attack rolls with heavy weapons.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. And
Although
you
I
can
don't-
use it, but just
longbows are heavy weapons.
Are they?
I'm
They're
pretty positive.
finesse. Longbow.
We'll have to look it up.
It is heavy.
See? I know my shit. So you guys can choose to switch to short bows if you want. Or you can keep using longbows with disadvantage if you want.
Or you could use a heavy crossbow.
That's heavy. It's in the name.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm happy to go with short bow.
Okay. You're welcome to just switch that over right away if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or hand crossbow.
You could use some other kind of crossbow that
A hand crossbow. It's a D.
light-
That's what I
a
got.
light crossbow does D8, right?
Yeah, a light crossbow does a D8. Yeah.
Hand crossbow 1d6.
Hand crossbows are like hard to use though. No?
They have very short range.
Yeah, one-handed,
Yeah, 30-foot range.
30/120.
Yeah. Where's the
Yeah,
light?
so if you want to switch to a light crossbow, that's cheaper than a longbow, I think.
Yeah, light crossbow is an 80-foot range, and it
Keep
does
in
a
mind-
D8.
If you guys did buy all your gear, that you're probably gonna save some money that way because longbows are expensive.
Yeah, I know. I spent a lot on it.
Light crossbow is 25 gold.
And a longbow, I think, is like 50 or
50.
75.
No, it's 50.
Okay. Anyways, whose turn was it? Oh,
So you just went. So it is now the archer's turn. There's only one archer left, and he's not going to attack Gildor. He's going to attack Lowen because he's seen Lowen attacking from trees. Figures that's an easy target. It's a natural 20.
Oh,
What does he do? He does 2d8. Oof. 9 damage to Lowen.
who?
To Lowen
Lowen?
in the tree.
9 points of damage. Okay.
And then
Now,
and you get kind of like the arrow goes sort of through your side just a little bit and pins you to the tree a little bit.
Yeah, the only disadvantage of being in a tree is if you get knocked out, you fall.
yeah, that's
And
why I'm
that's
only 10 feet
2
up.
death saves.
that's right. You've been there.
Now the Mastiff goes that should have gone already. And he's got a guy riding him too. And he's going to attack Mako. Run up
Oh.
and attack Mako.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
That's what he says.
He would if he knew what your name was.
Yeah. Well, it's written right there underneath him.
That's right.
That is a 16 to hit.
It does not hit.
Okay. And the guy on the top swings for 15 to hit, which also doesn't hit. Mako's turn. There's
Hey.
targets all around you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out the big guy to my west.
Okay.
The great sword.
He's been hit a couple times.
So 13 to hit.
Nope. He laughs at you. Ha ha ha, little man, he says from his
All
halfling
right.
body.
Well, I'm gonna use my Unleash Incarnation to give my Echo Knight another attack.
Last one before your next long rest?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I want to have a next long rest. That's a 16 to hit the guy south of my Echo Knight.
Right. 16 hits, yep.
That's 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points. That guy hasn't been hit yet, so he's still up, but that damn well hurts. You guys do massive damage. What's that? Twice as many halflings just come around the corner?
You would think they'd run away after they've seen how many guys we knocked out in such a short period of time. They'd be like, "Oh, retreat!"
The top guy might do it. The guys down below don't have a chance to run away. And the boss is still there. It is Gildor's turn.
Gilder's gonna shoot at that same guy again
Okay.
with his short bow.
Yep.
I
He's less
stand up.
scared of you now.
I stand up. I shoot. Oh my goodness.
But it's canon. You still have the big toes sticking out of your boots.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You pull back your string with your toe.
Just a really inefficient short bow.
It's only a 9.
A 9
Well,
to
it's still a longbow to him.
hit. Yeah.
Yep,
That's-
right.
So you
It
said
just-
9 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, that
string
doesn't-
caught on his toenail.
I'm gonna drop back down, prone again.
Ripped
Okay,
off his
perfect.
Uh,
Okay, it is the big guy's
Can't
turn.
roll tonight.
This big guy decides he doesn't like missing Both all the time, so he's going to turn to Mako. And he rolls a 4 to hit.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like life.
Mako parries with his sword.
And then this big guy up here, or not big guy, just
What are they
regular
hitting us
size.
with?
Scimitars. They're all using scimitars. Except for the archers are using light crossbows. God damn. I'm rolling 2s. Nothing but 2s. Both of those guys miss.
You
with
just
like
keep
5
using that
and
dice
6 to
roller.
hit. Yeah. It's only good against you.
That's right.
Okay, they both miss. Lowen, here you go.
I will pull back my bow, and I will bonus action switch my hunter's mark to the last guy on the cliff
Yeah, and he's been hit already.
for 19 to hit,
Yep.
and I will roll that for 3 points plus for a total of 10 points of damage.
10 damage takes him down, and he rolls down the hill. He falls down. And he is dead. And it is Voth's turn.
Alright, we will try it again. Attack him.
Big guy.
That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Fantastic. So 1d8 of bludgeoning damage and 2d6 of thunder damage.
And he's been hit already.
So 8 thunder damage, if it matters, and 9 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes. 17 damage. He is dead. After all of your attempts at him, he just gets smushed straight down into the ground. And it is Lycus' turn, so he is gone, dead and gone forever.
Oh, for crying out loud. That was the guy I was gonna... Okay.
Well, you still got this guy here and this guy here and these two guys over here.
Okay. I'll do another mind spike on this guy here.
Okay, that's a intelligence save.
Yep.
16?
That makes it.
Hold on a sec here. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, 16.
Okay.
Okay, and then...
And I'll move to here.
Okay. It's the archer's turn, and they're all dead. And then it is the mastiff's turn. And the mastiff attacks Mako. Everyone's thinking it.
There it is.
Oh, that's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Mako. 21 dog damage after you killed the other dog.
It's the dog days of summer.
Do they have a pounce?
It does not have a pounce. It's just biting. It's biting at you.
Oh, you good boy.
It does 6 damage, and
Ow.
you have to make a strength saving throw.
It's latched onto your leg.
Yeah, it latches your leg and
A strength saving throw?
yeah,
Would that be athletics? Or no, a saving throw.
No.
Okay.
strength
Saving throw.
Oh, that's an 8.
Oh, you are jostled around by the jaw of this thing and knocked prone. And there's a guy standing over top of you, and he's about to attack with advantage.
Oh, it's his turn too.
It's his turn too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but he rolled, even with advantage, he rolled 15 to hit, which doesn't hit. And now it's Mako's turn, so you can stand up if you choose.
Okay, am I still in that thing's leg?
No, it
Or jaw?
doesn't have you grappled or anything.
Okay.
It just knocked you prone.
Okay. I stand up and I take a
Yep.
swing at the beast.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
For 7
Seems
points.
like it's 7 points of damage, kills the dog.
And I'm gonna tell the guy, surrender now or perish.
Make a intimidation check.
Strength intimidation?
You
Oh,
can
almost a nat
choose
20.
to use charisma or strength for your.
Lycus yells at Mako, "That wouldn't make a good slave."
That was a 15.
15 total
Yeah.
versus insight, I guess. Oh, I rolled a 19. So I'm gonna say that he has steely resolve and is not willing to back down.
Sure.
He spits at you, just like a good anti-masker. It's Gildor's turn. There's no more archers, Gildor.
Yeah. No more archers. But I can stand up. I can see this guy right here.
If you step like 5 feet to the side, you'll be able to see him fully. Right now, he's got half cover.
Sure. I'll stand up. I'll move to 5 feet to the side. Oh, I gotta.
Just anywhere over here or whatever you.
Yeah. I'll shoot him with my short bow. $17.
Yep, that hits.
$7 damage.
7 damage. That guy has been hit already, but he's still not down. But he looks quite injured. He's got an arrow sticking out of his back now. It's really ruined his whole day.
I'll say.
And now it's his turn. So he's going to attack Voth. He's the last of the kobolds on that initiative. He attacks with a 5 to hit, which does not hit.
It's not gonna hit.
And then there's still this guy up here that I keep forgetting to do too. He attacks this other guy over here that never attacks anything. He attacks Mako's guy.
Echo.
The Meko. He attacks Meko.
Better get Meko.
He attacks with a 17 to hit Meko.
That hits.
Okay.
And he disappears.
Meko.
The
So
Meko
Meko
disappears.
Okay. Lowen.
Lowen will bonus action move his hunter's mark over to this guy. And hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
He lost his internet. I'm just hoping my computer doesn't crash. It's crashed every day for the last few days.
Intel.
Keep blaming the old Intel, huh? I don't know. I'm actually happy that it's crashing more because if there becomes like some catastrophic failure, then I can get it fixed.
Well, you would think you don't need a catastrophic failure if it crashes every day a couple times. Like,
Prior to like 3 days ago, it was only crashing like once a week, which is like 40 hours or something. Maybe not 40 hours, but 30 hours worth of runtime. So like to take that to a repair shop, they wouldn't run it to figure it out, right?
Yeah. I would just say that to Dell, send me a new computer and I'll send this one back.
Exactly. This is garbage.
Sorry, my headset died.
Welcome back.
Right at the time I was about to say something. I was rolling, and I rolled a... It's still a +8 to hit, a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits. This guy's fairly hurt already.
Oh, he's gonna die for sure with 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay, he's dead. He has 2 arrows sticking out of his back now, and he slumps forward onto his face. And Voth accidentally steps on his face while he's fighting the guy behind him. And it is Voth's turn.
I'll take a half a step back, and crush the skull of the guy that just fell dead.
Okay. Rub your boot into his back of his head.
Mako's impressed.
Absolutely. And then I'll drop my hand down and let the chain that's wrapped around my forearm hang down a little bit, and I'm gonna swing it at the guy in front of me as my makeshift whipping.
That's
a natural 1.
Oh, okay.
I hook my own leg with it and whip myself up into the air.
No, I'm gonna say you trip Mako. Actually.
Oh, guys, I knew it.
Even better.
Yeah, Mako, make a dexterity saving throw. Roll
Get
above
you on the leg
12.
with a bite wound in it.
That is a 19.
Okay, so you're okay. Everything's fine.
I skip.
Voth wraps his chain around your foot, but you stay up. And as you guys are seeing this, as the combat starts to die down a little bit, there's only a couple of guys left. You all see that from Voth's armor is extruding these chains coming out of his armor, made of the same material as the same armor that you all have. And you realize that that's what he's been attacking with. And if that's your turn, Voth, then it's Lycus' turn.
That's my turn.
This guy's got to make an intel save.
Okay. 19 again.
Fuck. Smart little fucker.
Yeah. They have what you would consider probably an average intelligence, but for some reason they're defying you these last couple. And then this guy down here, he attacks Mako, unfortunately without advantage, because Mako's not prone this time. 16 to hit?
Nope.
Mr. Mako?
No, he has a
Nope.
17 armor class.
All right.
17 AC.
Okay. Okay, it misses, and then it's Mako's turn.
Okay, my Echo Knight appears behind that guy to the south.
Where the hell did I put that?
He's over to the right.
Oh, it's gone for good.
And,
You have control of that guy, right? I think you can move that thing.
Yeah, he disappeared. Oh yeah, that's true. I can move it. But I'm gonna slice this guy open.
Okay.
With a 17 to hit.
And this is attacking with the Echo Knight?
No, with myself.
Oh, with stuff. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
For 12 points of slashing damage.
This guy hasn't been hit yet, so he's still got quite a few hit points, but he takes a big blow to the arm. A big gash across his arm. And it is Gildor's turn.
Gildor wants to move up towards the fire and put the tip of his arrow in the fire.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shoot it at
Your-
this guy.
The end of your arrow tip burns off when you put it in the fire.
What?
Yeah.
What did you expect was going to happen? Nice thing.
Well, shoot a flaming arrow.
Well, you'd need to put like a rag with some oil in it on the tip of the arrow first, dude.
I want to shoot this guy.
Okay, you can make a regular attack. It's not going to do any more damage, but it's going to do bludgeoning
Just
damage.
for flavor.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
Yeah,
it's not,
the
not piercing.
knocks
it's just
him
going to bounce off him.
It's like a Nerf gun now.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, yeah. So you're pretty sure if you hadn't have burned the tip off, it actually would have gotten right into him. But it kind of like hits him right in the arm and just bounces.
Good to know.
I like how you used the flare against him.
Yeah.
All right, the last regular fighter turns to Voth and attacks Voth with a 19 to hit.
19 is my armor class.
Oh, does a scimitar's worth of damage. Does 2 damage.
Okay. I would like to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh,
This guy's taken some damage already. This is a dex save for him, right?
Yes.
He rolls a
Dex
6.
save versus 14.
Okay, he fails big time.
That's 10 points of fire damage.
He
what does it look
burns.
like, Spencer?
Sorry, what was that?
What does your hellish rebuke look like?
My hellish rebuke, my chain loosens from Mako's chain or leg, and I throw my arms forward, and there's this blast of these chains that just go flying towards him.
And he gets blown back 10 feet on fire and dead.
That sounds like Ghost Rider.
There is one enemy left, and it is Lowen's turn.
Bye-bye.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. And I will shoot him with my bow for a 22
That hits.
for... Holy bananas. 10 plus another 2 for 12 points of piercing damage.
12 damage. He is still alive, this guy.
Wow.
He's taken a lot of damage. He was one of the riders. He's a bit stronger.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. He's very close to dead. It is now Voth's turn.
I will approach and make a Warhammer attack. Should really just cast another spell because I can't attack things. Hey, that should hit. That's a 20 to hit.
That definitely hits. Guy's on his last legs. He turns to you. The last thing
A
he sees.
staggering 6 points of Warhammer damage, bludgeoning damage. I slam him in the side of the face.
6 points is enough. He falls dead. His face crushed in. You are victorious. Woo. And that is all of the enemies.
I was totally gonna see if I could pick up Mako and see if I could throw him with the end of my chain. If we were on a bridge, it would have been great.
That'd have been something.
That's why he made a big guy this time with big armor.
Yeah.
Specifically not throwable.
Mako and Meko both give Voth a nice nod of approval.
Best way to bond is over the blood of your enemy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Lowen will scamper down and go and collect his bolts from the enemies that he shot.
So you're using a crossbow now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to collect my arrows.
Give me a D20 each of you because they don't all survive.
Yeah.
So
Especially the one I burned up.
yeah, that one's definitely done.
What do you want? Just
Adding
a
anything or straight
D20
roll?
plus what?
Just a straight D20 roll.
I got a 13.
Okay, so you can. You fired what? The 4 arrows or something?
5 arrows, yeah.
5 arrows, so you get 4 of them back. Just
Okay.
not the burnt one. And what'd you get, Art?
12.
Okay, so you fired a few more, probably 6 or something
Yeah,
arrows.
every round I shot 1.
So you get 4 arrows back.
Yeah,
And,
I shot 6 times at least. So
you lost 2 arrows in this.
Yeah.
Each of these fighter types, there were 4 of them, have a scimitar. They all are wearing like leather scraps of armor, but it's halfling armor and it's pretty shitty. and then the 4 archers each had light crossbows. So you could actually get, each of those guys had 20 arrows to start. They each used, I think, 2 arrows. So
I have a crossbow. I'll take some bolts.
Light crossbow. I'll take a couple bolts as well.
yep. So you can get, so we'll say 63 bolts total. You can divide them however you want.
How
I'll
many
take-
do you want?
I'll take
Makoto?
30.
So I'll take 33.
And there are also 4 light crossbows up there and 4 scimitars. Scimitars are money.
So
I'll
how
pick
many
up
scimitars?
One scimitar.
4.
I'll take one.
Lowen will take one.
I'll carry the other 2 if people aren't going to grab them.
Perfect. So that will finish off the night. You guys can finish your next 2 watches restfully. Nothing else happens through the night. You wake up in these grasslands in the morning, and you estimate, based on the map and everything, you got a couple hours walk to get to the edge of the woods, and then you know that 5 hours into your hike through the woods, you're going to be turning off. So, ready for the day ahead, traveling through the woods. I'm going to need, who's next on my list here? I'm going to need Mike to roll me a d10.
A 1.
Oh, 1. Oh, no.
5 purple worms.
Yes. You see a Tarask before you. Okay, so now
Let's go!
you're into the forest now. I don't know if hopefully, I guess you were able to move your mini last time, eh, Mike? Can you move this mini on this map?
Can't see a map. I see a black screen.
Everyone see a black screen? Oh. Sorry, I got Fog of War on this one. How do I turn off Fog of War?
We should probably
There.
update our portraits there. Andros.
Mhm.
You see anything now?
Nope.
Negative.
Still nothing? There.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Woo! Look at how pretty this is. Okay. You're traveling through the woods. You managed to get through the 3-hour walk on the grasslands, no problem. And now you're into the forested area. So that's your potential forest encounter. And you have to travel about 5 hours. You're 3 hours into that, so 2 more hours before you're turning off. And as you're walking up the road, you see before you on the road, what kind of thing have I got here? I'm just gonna put this guy up.
A dire wolf.
It is definitely not a direwolf. It's a little injured-looking chicken creature. It looks like a little chicken. It's right below this tree here, and it's you can see clearly as you're walking towards it that it's a branch of the tree has fallen down on top of it and broken its leg. So there's a tree branch down. There's a little pool of blood, and the thing is injured in it, and it's limping. It can't move. It's stuck underneath this branch.
Breakfast.
Hey, Lowen. Easy hunting.
Yeah,
Lunch.
not much of a challenge.
Food is food.
Yeah, Gildor is kind of sad. He didn't hit very much. He'll take a shot at it with his short bow.
Okay.
Natural 1.
I'm glad I'm behind you.
Okay. You thunk your arrow into the tree, high up into the branches.
I'll just minus it.
No,
I'm not getting that back.
that one's not coming back.
Unless low
And there's great shame.
We all start laughing.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Hey, I'll
I'll
just say,
approach it.
Lowen, does this look like a trap to you?
Kind of seems like it.
It's a dead animal. Let's go. Maybe it'll be lunch.
It's not dead, but as you get close to it, you can tell that it is clearly not pretending to be injured. It's got a broken leg.
It will be dead soon enough.
I'm looking to the south and the north to see if there's an ambush.
Okay. Give me a perception check. And Voth as well, just give me a perception check.
It's a 5.
A 5.
It's a 10
It's
for
all
me.
clear. It's all clear this side.
Lycus, give me a Arcana check.
Ah, fuck. 10.
10. Okay. No, everything just looks normal. You're just this weird little creature on the ground, and it's got a broken leg.
Oh, we're good.
Put it out of
It's not an ambush.
misery, or
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab one of my new scimitars and get it right at the base of the neck and push in.
okay. You can do a coup de grace action, and you can tell it was already really injured when you walk up to it. You walk up to it, you can just take it down and out, and it's gone, dead. When you inspect it, though, it doesn't look like it's natural. You think that there's something kind of monstrous about this creature, but it looks like a weird monster chicken, and that's as much as you guys know about it.
Weird monster chicken.
Yeah.
Wonder what it tastes like.
DM, do we see a cave to the north?
No, there's no cave there.
Okay.
It's just
So
a
it
random
looks
encounter.
odd. There's something that could merit my investigation further, not just like a chicken.
Yeah, you can come up and you can look it over if you want. I'd take a nature check or a Arcana check from you.
I'm proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
That's 15.
Okay. With a 15, you think this might be a cockatrice, which is an odd creature that is basically it has the ability to paralyze people like a Medusa-style petrification. But obviously, it didn't take much for Voth to be able to just kill this one. Just happened to be sitting here injured on the road.
Right. Is the petrification, is that by line of sight or is that by touch?
You're not sure. You don't remember, but you remember hearing about a creature that could somehow petrify things. And
Guys, I think I remember that this kind of a creature could petrify things. I'm not quite sure how it works, but we better be careful.
You also probably think it's not a good idea maybe to eat it.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that one.
It's not natural in the same way that you would eat a cow or a pig or something.
It didn't look very appetizing to me.
Or a chicken.
Or a regular chicken.
Is there any part of that creature
a
that's
survival check, knowing the fact that maybe these things travel in packs, or maybe this is a small one and there might be a bigger one around?
Yeah, sure. Give me a survival.
That is a 16.
With a 16, you do know that because this is not a natural creature, it doesn't follow the ways of nature with packs and such things, but it would generally travel in packs. you think. But you can also see clearly that there are tracks on the ground. There were multiple cockatrices. The one that's here that you could see in front of you that's been injured, those tracks around where it currently is standing are fresher than the rest of the tracks. The other ones just seem to have moved along when this one became pinned. And you think that it may have been at least 24 hours since the other ones wandered off.
In which direction did they wander off?
Away from you. Over this way.
Wow.
Over into the. They're not following the road. They came across through this ravine area north of you, and then sort of came across the road, and it just happened to be that a branch fell, and they left one behind.
Is there any gizzards in there that's worth anything? If this thing can make it turn to stone?
Yeah, is there any spell components we could get from this thing?
You've heard of cock of cockatrice is a big thing. It's like a fertility treatment.
Lycus, that'd be good for you. Little brother.
TMI.
Little sword. That's my nickname for you, is Little Sword.
Little sword. Yeah, so you could harvest the balls of the thing if you wanted. You maybe be able to sell it to Auntie Ethel or something.
Auntie Ethel.
Yeah, but you got to keep them. You got to keep them like
Ripe,
quite fresh. So
put them in your mouth.
roll them around with your tongue.
Keep moist.
Oh, that's gross.
So you feel like all the danger is past. There's nothing to worry about or fight here. This is just something interesting you came across in your travels.
Okay.
And you can carry on if you wanted to harvest any of it or whatever, or try and keep the body. You can, but
I'm
sure
moving.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I take a handful of feathers out of it?
Yeah, you certainly can. You don't think that there's any magical property to it that's going to help you, but you still got some feathers. You can make some arrows. And you keep traveling along the road. Nothing else interesting happens out of this encounter. And you make it to the stone cabin. And I think we'll just call it here for the night. And we'll come across the stone cabin in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Sweet.
Right on. Thanks,
Thank
Ray.
you.
Yeah, I think that went well.
Good job there, Ray.
Went great.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of our Black Hearts campaign. Feel free to go to our website at perilouspursuits.com for podcast streaming options or links to our YouTube channel, where you can watch our adventures with animated maps and other images. If you are interested in what we do or would like to chat to any of our members, feel free to join our private Facebook group linked on our website. Who knows, maybe you'll be part of one of our future adventures. We appreciate your listens, so please keep our crazy characters motivated by giving our episodes likes, stars, or reviews, and also subscribing to our YouTube channel. In the meantime, double check that toothbrush is not a mimic. Slide a hand that glittering potion from your buddy, and grab some friends, roll some dice, and play some D&D.